God, I'm catching my breath.
Okay, welcome one and all in one and everything in between to another exciting, awesome Tuesday episode of Dungeons and Doggos. Um, where we last saw the heroes of Dragon's Dogma. You guys had just finished dealing with the cult of the dragons near and around Greenhest. You guys had your first experiences with your little baby dragons. Um, and you got to meet them and see how varied they are. Vega and Chooseworth quickly realized that theirs was a simple, you know, simple dragon with simple needs. And Cookie and Bella quickly realized that they probably got the good one out of the batch. And Dayborg quickly realized that, you know, life just continues to be Dayborg. Um, yeah. You guys had agreed to continue tracking down the remnants of this group. Deciding that it would be better to just, finish up dealing with them to make sure that, the loose end has been plucked and no further danger awaits, from dealing with them. So you guys started on your long march, trying to catch up with the people, with your gigantic, massive kobold army. You guys had made it quite a bit. 2 days journey so far. You guys just made it past Burdusk, a small little. I don't really want to say town. More like just. Well, it is a town, but it's
Shanty
more
Town.
just. Yeah, it's a very shanty town, established just as kind of like a midpoint between, other areas that just kind of acts as kind of a stopping ground. Not a super awesome high end place. The group decided to just avoid it and skip it. You guys had passed through, or passed by it, crossing a river and deciding to make camp a little bit past the river. Um, you guys all went to sleep, and in the middle of the night, you guys were awoken by Daybork beginning to wake you guys up with a shh, don't make a lot of noise. There's something across the road.
What is
And
it?
and you guys are waking up right there. So, oh shit, I completely forgot to set up the. We'll just go with this one. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. So day work is waking you guys up. Yeah. There's just. I'm not quite sure. Carnery. Is kind of napping
Do you want me
right
to
now.
scout ahead?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Well, we should check it out, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm.
from here and what Carneries can see, we don't really see much besides a light from this distance. Looks like a campfire. That's all we can tell.
I am the
Okay.
sneakiest out of the many of us.
Definitely.
Well, well, don't go alone. Whatever you guys decide, just let us know. I'll keep watch of the camp.
Vega, can you
And he just
transform?
and he just kind of points over towards the west, and you guys don't need a roll perception. You guys do see a light. It is a bit of a distance, like across the road into the west.
Vega, can you transform into something like stealthy and fast, kind of like that mouse thing?
Yeah. One sec.
Yeah, that could probably help Bella out, with the scouting and whatnot.
It's just got like a like paw on it and just like mouse fin. Did you just mean a mouse?
Well, it's a mouse with a giant brain.
It's a mouse.
Sure. He's just, she kind of like rubs her eyes as she's like not having this shit.
Well, it's a rat. How do like you say like explain this while whisper?
Big mouse.
Gaylord has walked away from you guys, sat back kind of in the center area, and is looking at his book, looks over at Carnery, who you guys notice is napping. Probably the first time you've ever seen her do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Alright,
go.
come on.
Yeah, but I suppose once everyone's all sorted, I'll get Bella to start the Eagle Scout.
Okay.
Cookie will suggest that she remain like way back, and
Yeah.
if someone needs something, just let her know.
How far back? Are you trying to stay with the kobolds and the rest of your camp? Or are you gonna try to make it to the road? Like
Actually, that's a good idea.
it.
How about you
I
two
will
go
say
ahead?
there are. It is a few hundred feet from where your guys' camp is to the light.
How about you two guys go on ahead? Because I think with the two of you, you can handle yourself if something bad happens. And I'll stay here just in case.
Okay.
And again, if you see something, don't
Yeah.
immediately go after it. You just report back.
Of course.
Daybor chimes in. Well, I mean that's good, but we also don't know what's around here. So saying that they can handle themselves isn't always a guarantee.
Well, I can't stealth, so
Well, I mean, it might put you at defenses, but you can always take off your armor. That would help.
well, I can stealth. It's just not too good. So like, unless I'm like really far away, at which point I won't be able to help you guys as quickly. You know?
I mean, doesn't Vega have the capabilities to make you stealthier?
Actually, yeah. Do you have that, Vega?
I don't. Not for today. She's rubbing her face with her paw.
Okay, that rules that out.
You ready to go, Bella?
Yeah, I can go ahead.
So how about I go like midway, and then worst case, you guys can come running back. I'll be able to back you guys up a bit.
Yeah, I'll howl if there's like any intermediate, like super danger.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Okay, I guess Bella starts
get going.
scouting. Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to what point? We'll just say the road is about 150 to 200 feet away from the camp, and it's probably like it's hard to say, but probably maybe 300 feet to the light on the other side of the road. So who's going where?
Bella's like scouting towards the camp area.
Okay.
At least close enough
Yeah.
to see what's going on, far enough to still be stealthy.
I mean,
He
it's up to you.
says-
How far close do you want to get to try to look at stuff?
Given she has a dark vision of 60 foot.
I will point out that there's a light where you're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to look.
Oh, good point. Let's say I'll go 50 foot away from the camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Vega, what are you doing?
I'll go around. Like, not where
Around
she's
what?
going, but
North, south?
and which way did Bella go?
Sounds like she's going straight for it.
Straight for it. All right. I'll go to the camp in the south then.
Okay. And Cookie?
Cookie's gonna kind of like go follow behind Bella, but like not immediately. Like she's gonna stay like a good 150 feet away.
Okay, so at least to the road?
Yeah, at least towards the road. Like not 100 feet away from Bella, more like 100 feet away from the camp or
Okay.
whatever it is.
I need all three of you to roll me a stealth check
I'll do.
if you're trying to be stealth.
Yes.
Yep.
Not bad.
Oh, that one. Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah.
I told you I wasn't stealthy.
Then why'd you follow us?
Because they were told me to.
Or take off your armor and then you have, stuffy stuff.
Actually, my armor doesn't give me disadvantage anymore, but
Um,
still, though, not one's not one.
Yeah, yeah.
so, you guys begin making your way up towards the camp. Um, Bella, you get up real close and you kind of like look down. You get down, you kind of go on all fours, just kind of crawl up past the road through the grass.
It's my dark fur to my advantage.
Vega, you are in what form?
Hmm.
I imagine you was going to go back from, wasn't you?
Okay. So Vega, you come up through the south end. Cookie, you kind of go a little bit past the road and stop. You guys are in your position.
Okay. What does Bella see, for example?
Bella, give me a perception check.
Yeah. 8.
Looks pretty clear. What you see is you see a camp.
Mhm.
It looks like there is a wagon on the most western part of this little camp. It looks like it is tipped over. You see some bags,
When you
sacks.
when you say tipped over, does the wagon
It's on
itself?
its side.
Yeah, but does the wagon look damaged? Like it was forcibly
No, it
pulled?
actually looks it's hard to tell, but it seems intact.
Oh, okay, so
Like
it kind of
you
looks
can't tell
intentional.
how many. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you can't tell intentional.
Mm.
You just can tell that it's intact. It doesn't seem to be broken. You make out the sacks, and it just seems to be on its side.
Do I no, from the tent, I don't know if I see any people, but does it look like oh no, what's the word I'm thinking of? Do any of the tents resemble any of the tents I
say there
saw
was a
from
tent.
the? Oh, I said there were tents.
Nope.
Okay, I'll
There's a carriage, and you see some sacks and stuff around it.
I will investigate a sack. By the tipped over wagon.
Okay, so you're gonna make it over to there?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, you kind of look around, you look back, and you immediately see the shine of Cookie's armor. The fire is hitting right on her armor, and it's just reflecting. She looks like she's glowing, and you can see the glowing brain of Vega to the south. But you're like, I got this. You scoot up. You're like, this is just an empty place. You scoot in. Hold it right there. And you look over as you're making your way towards the cart, and you see about 6 or 7 humanoid shapes. 2 of them are behind a mound to the south. 3 of them are to the right, and the rest are right behind the carriage.
I'll go like
It's hard to make out the total view of them, but you do see silhouette.
I'll just like
And
turn
you do
around like
notice the crossbows and bows trained on you.
I just turn around like a scared dog and just go. "Meow, meow, meow." Like just pretended to be like a scared dog. That's like lost.
Don't play us for fools. Put down your weapons.
I just look to
Tell
my
you-
side. Like
Last warning before you get riddled. And tell your shiny friend over there to come out as well, or you're gonna get it.
hi, I don't think we've been introduced. I'm just going to.
Drop your
I
weapons.
am.
Carefully and slowly, and tell your friend to come out.
Okay. Do I recognize? No. Do I? I don't see the person. Do I?
No.
Okay.
With your perception and how they're kind of hidden behind.
Yeah.
The only reason you're seeing them now is because they made themselves noticeable in the warning and stuff.
We've been caught, guys. Just approach slowly. And Bella just like, she takes one of the daggers, like clearly showing her paws, just like,
Mhm. Cookie slowly approaches.
I take it you're used to talking dogs.
Nope, never seen one before, but drop your weapons.
The weapons are there. She just points.
So you drop your weapons.
She drops the like two on show, like any daggers in her bag as they're in her bag still.
Drop your bag.
Damn it. She's just like,
Oh, don't
okay.
worry, I was gonna get to that anyways.
Oh, okay. She's just like, okay.
Kick
here
it
we go."
over.
She just turns around and like kicks her with her back leg.
Okay, so you've dropped your weapons and your bag, correct?
Yes.
Simon, get it! And you see this kind of like guy come out from one of the things, one of the like piles of sacks, and he walks over. Seems to be humanoid. Maybe human. Can't tell. He's wearing a hood, so you can't make out his ears or anything, but very human looking. He walks over, scamples over, grabs your weapons and bag, and
It's
pulls them.
nothing fancy. Just a few dog treats and such things.
Simon's grabbed your stuff and gone back behind the barricade. No, call your friend over.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna go.
No, stay right there.
No.
Okay.
She just like starts to howl, saying like, "Guys, come over here! Hurry
I
up!"
already said Cookie was approaching.
Yeah.
Okay, so you approach.
Yeah.
You there, drop your weapons.
Okay. Cookie slowly drops her mace and yeah.
Right.
Drop your bag too.
What are you guys, raiders?
We ask the questions around here.
Well, we were just stumbling by.
Cookie, please do what they say. They have all of my sharp sticks. It's better kind of like gestures to herself that she has none of her weapons on her at the moment.
Mhm.
I would like my sharp sticks back. Please don't damage them.
You hear Simon starting to laugh as he's going through your bag. And you do hear the cling of your coin purse.
Damon, how far am I?
We'll say you're about 100 feet to the south-ish. Are you making yourself known?
I don't think they noticed me. I don't have my light brain on. My light bright.
Yeah, remember you did hear the signal.
Well, I do come close, but
Okay, so you're gonna move closer? I need you to roll me another stealth check. Okay. Kick your weapons over as well.
Cookie kicks over her mace, but she's not kicking anything else over.
Kick it all over.
I'm not gonna surrender myself to some bandit.
You hear like some whispering going on. Last warning before we riddle you and your friend with bolts.
So you're threatening me.
No, that's a promise. Now throw over your stuff.
Cookie, you might want to just do what they say for now. Just until our friends arrive.
Oh, you got more friends?
We do. They're just in a camp.
Simon, prep the poison bolt. Righto.
Cookie's gonna move in front of Bella.
So how many friends you got?
Well, we got like 40, 50. We got a bit of an army back
You hear
there.
somewhere again.
Yeah.
Need I mention the fact we just recently acquired. You've heard of the dragon cultists raids around here, yeah?
You see like two of them just kind of stare at each other for a moment and then look back over at you guys, and Simon just kind of shrugs his shoulders. You hear some more banters.
I'm sure you're fine, bandits. Look,
Vega, what is your passive perception?
I will check. $12.
Okay. You notice a sound coming from the west, past the bandits.
What's it sound like?
Something slowly approaching.
Does it sound familiar at all?
No. I mean, you could take a moment to try to listen if you'd like.
I will.
Okay, give me a perception. What were you guys doing? You were about to say something?
oh yeah, it's like, yeah. Are you? I'm sure you're all fine, bandits. As a fellow thief myself, going around mercenary contracts for the cultists, aren't we, Cookie? As Berger kind of does like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Are you doing smell or are you doing look, Vega? Make a quick decision. And be sure going forward that you guys...
I'll do look.
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. You don't have that in this form.
Yeah,
Oh wait, yeah, you do. Fuck, yeah, you do. I forgot. Goddamn wild shape. Because it does care. Yeah, because you have all the class features and stuff. God damn it. Wait, is it all that stuff transfers over?
Thought we agreed to it.
I can't
Hey,
remember.
Sandal, don't I?
Well, I just gotta double check the wording on wild shape again. Give me a second. 'Cause I can't remember if it's what features. Always only ascertain your skills. Creature. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Vega, you smell a very, very familiar smell of fake sweetness and big floof. You recognize that as Dayborg. A Dayborg is approaching from the west.
Well, Dayborg has appeared.
And a Crinery.
Okay.
Well, we don't know nothing about that. But what we do know is we're gonna get all this, and you guys just see a very bright light coming from the west, followed by two screams and just a
I duck.
beam of electricity.
Yeah.
Cookie like kind of puts a shield in front of her.
Yeah, it goes not super close to you guys, but it does go like 20 feet past the bandits. And immediately you guys hear screaming, "Oh, Rick!" And one of the bandits is just not standing there anymore. The guy who's been talking most of the time.
Yeah, that's one of our prized dragons. You may want to drop all of your stuff and quickly leave.
Before you've even said anything, two of them have already fled north, and the rest of them
Did
have
Simon
dropped
leave?
their weapons. Simon is sitting next to where the boots of his previous comrade were standing, and there's just two smoldering boots on the ground.
Simon, can I have my bag and weapons back, please? It would look much better.
He is completely frozen.
Cool. I'll just go grab my stuff back.
Yeah,
All of my
Cookie's gonna
stuff.
grab her mace.
Okay. Daybort kind of comes out of the shadows. You guys see him, and he just has like one of his paws on the bridge of his nose, and he's just kind of looking over at you, Bella. Why?
To be They were gonna shoot us.
You idiots, go stand over there.
Us or the
Wait.
Simon?
I'm going back to the camp. And Daybor just continues walking back towards the camp.
I follow. Still as a rat.
Okay. What are you two doing? Two of the bandits have fled north. The rest of them are all frozen in fear.
Out of curiosity, did Damon say, Dayborg say to go follow the bandits, or what did he say?
No, he just walked back to camp.
Nice meeting you, Simon. Please don't take my daggers ever again. Quickly scampers up back to camp.
Yeah, Cookie kind of like goes back to camp, but like kind of perceptive of her surroundings in case any of them come back.
Okay. You guys start heading back to camp, and you guys get about maybe 100 feet away, and they just all start fleeing. You do hear off in the distance some horse whines. One could assume they may have had a horse in the distance.
Gotcha.
So you guys just head back to camp.
Yeah.
Okay. Daybor is just laying there, just. But.
I'm just more surprised you're the one that rescued us. Then Cookie looks kind of daggers at Vega.
Why do you guys need rescued in the? We've faced dragons.
I don't know.
Tech.
I know why Bella decided to drop all her stuff and told me to come out.
Because you were quite easily seen. To be frank, I could see the both of you. I was doing good. I was by the wagon, I was sneaking, I was scouting, and then next thing I know, I got crossbows on my face, and they didn't care that I was a talking dog. I was gonna, be all cute and puppy-like, but no.
Yeah, but we could. Never mind. Cookie just like walks off.
What do you walk off?
I guess like back to where I was sleeping.
So like 5 feet away.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not like full on storming off. I'm just like.
Okay,
walking out
I
there
wanted
with
to be
the
clear.
vision.
Yeah. You find your spot. Daybor just continues reading his book. Every once in a while, he just randomly sighs.
But it just counts all of the daggers, making sure they're all still there. Counting all of the things.
You gotta readjust your stuff because you started pulling stuff out, but
Yeah.
it's all there.
It's all good.
You should be happy you howled.
Yeah.
Vega goes to her spot. Transforms back as a little circle around her spot. Plays there.
This is that river all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
After this session, I want you guys to look up 5e basic bandits. Just look at their stat blocks.
I know their stat blocks. I know.
Okay.
Bella's is not.
Anyways. Yeah, but she's faced bandits before. She should know.
Apparently not.
Anyway. Yeah, so you guys head back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of the night goes by uneventful. You guys are woken up a little tired from, waking up in the middle of the night, but you guys are woken up by the murmuring and the movement of your massive army. As they are all getting breakfast and stuff ready.
Okie dokie.
I'll go check little Drakta Hund. Is she up?
Yeah.
Yes. All of the dragons are currently enjoying breakfast. Well, I would say 2 of them are enjoying the breakfast. The other one is eating it slowly with a slight level of disdain.
I said Drac was male, didn't I? Did I?
Huh?
I try to remember what I said last session. Drac was male, I think. I can't remember.
Oh, Drac?
Yeah.
Drac is male.
Yeah.
I thought your Drac was female.
It is.
No, Druck is male. Dayborg's one is female. And
I specifically had my notes that Drac was female.
wait, Druck's female? Or did I do female,
Yeah.
female, male? I forgot. It's been a week.
The male one was Yeez.
Exun Anon is male.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was my mistake. I forgot.
'Cause remember
was
you
like-
did the whole thing about the lady and, like, because it was all nervous because it had to reveal its sex.
Mhm.
I can remember.
I was like, oh my god, did I write the wrong notes?
I can't remember. It's been a week.
All I know is it's not my dragon.
Not my dragon.
Not my dragon. Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Seatbelt Drac to Hund?
Yeah, it was so noisy in the middle of the night. People were howling.
Yeah. Sorry, we had a bit of trouble, but it's okay.
You guys okay?
Oh,
Yeah, we're okay.
oh yeah.
She kind of smiles at that.
After we eat breakfast, Cookie. Oh, if no one else has anything else to say.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys finish breakfast, Daywork grabs a few kobolds and a few drakes, and he uses the squeaky toy.
Mhm.
Not too long after that, it's only about maybe it's a lot shorter this time. It's only maybe like 15-20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He appears, grabs two more groups, which is like another big chunk of between all three groups that he grabs.
Yeah.
And he uses two other squeaky toys that you look kind of like the ones you guys have, but slightly different.
Okay.
And uses them, and he says, "I'll be back." And he grabs two more groups, and he heads back. And then after like 20 or 30 minutes, he comes back again.
At this point, how much of the group is gone?
You guys are down to your 3 dragons and like 20 some.
Gotcha.
Vega does check on her baby.
It is currently has a rock in its mouth.
Just like my stick, Vega says. As I just see him chewing on a rock.
Well, it's a little different, because the rock is slowly dissolving. Yeah, when it puts things in its mouth, it actually has headway with it.
A strong mouth, huh? Strong jaw.
Oh no,
the acid.
it's the acid. It's
Yeah.
literally just melting things in its mouth.
Someone might need a bigger rock.
Yeah. It's like
My
might as well
God.
be a jawbreaker essentially.
Axon spits out the rock and like walks over a little bit by the river and like starts nudging like a big rock back over towards camp. Puts its mouth on the top of it. Doesn't even actually like go over the full rock. Like just out. You can see its tongue like kind of licking the side of it out of its mouth.
Black dragons keep themselves occupied.
Let's not say all black dragons.
I like to think like by the time, like depending on how dragon raising goes, if we go the horde route, Axel's just gonna have a horde full of rocks. That's half eaten. Yeah.
No one would touch his horde of rocks.
Except for him.
I know.
Yeah, but so did you get more squeaky toys there, Daybor?
Yeah, I worked out a deal with Daisy to help speed things along.
That's good. So
Yeah,
by
it's-
tomorrow, do you think we'll get everyone back?
I mean, yeah.
That's good to me.
And hopefully they should be prepared. As he kind of looks towards Zar, who's just kind of like sitting there, just like a teenager, begrudgingly, like just looking at the goings on.
I already missed the cute years. We're already in preteens.
I don't want to hear crap. You guys got the cute years, okay?
You did pre-warn, everyone in the town, right?
Yes, everyone's aware. I even gave, special instructions to the keep.
Plus, even if they weren't, I'm sure they noticed by now kobolds and drakes and all
Yeah,
that other stuff.
kobolds coming into the town is a one thing. And she just
Dragons,
gestures
yeah.
over to the dragons like completely different.
Don't worry, I requested help from the keep and stuff like that. Meepo and a few others are gonna meet me tomorrow.
How's Meepo doing, by the way?
I honestly don't know. I haven't talked to him. I just sent word.
Oh, okay.
But I'll see him tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know.
Yay.
Also, this is just above game stuff. DM, main DM, I marked off the gold for the other thing that Dave Work was doing in time.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dave Bork gets back onto his not his ugh, onto the carpet and begins continuing to read his book.
Yeah. I suppose the rest of us continue our travels to wherever we're going.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
So since the last two were, let's see, what was the last two that I talked? There was the green plant color one. Then there was some of the Citadel.
I meant
And,
like more like our who's tracking.
Oh, Bella will be doing the tracking.
yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and give me rolls for that.
Coolio.
I can't tell you how your stories and stuff go if she rolls a natural one and you guys go completely off course.
Let me know when
Fair
you
enough.
want to take a break, Bella. I could always take over.
I got this. No, I'm just popping that up for my own reference. What am I doing?
You popped it up and it's blank to me.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's blank.
Hang on 1 second. There we go. I got 2 up. That one just specifically said I just got the
Whoa.
grassland one.
That's a weird point. Never mind.
It's perception, yeah?
Yes.
It's just more, it gives me advantages and stuff.
It's not just that.
Yeah, and a bunch of other things, but mainly for the trackings.
Well, your proficiency bonus is also doubled.
Yeah,
for-
that's what I meant. Yeah. So that's 18 plus another 3, so 21. Yeah.
Okay. You do see the tracks.
Mhm.
There hasn't been any rainfall or anything crazy, so
Mhm.
I mean, you've gathered now like the depth, the groove of the tracks. You sniff a little bit, and you're like, ugh, nasty dragon. And you're like, yep, definitely this way. So you begin leading the fray in your ever dwindling army up north.
Okay.
Is there any change in terrain as we go forward?
Not so much. We'll take it by half day. As you guys travel, the gentle rolling hills to the west just kind of continue on through. Kind of goes up and then starts declining a little bit. To the right, you guys mostly see a bending river. And in the distance, you do see woodlands, and in the very far east, you do see the Sunset Mountains, which in the morning is pretty beautiful. You got the sun rising over them, which just kind of cascades like a shadow over the woods, giving it kind of like a serene, ominous beauty. Like ominous, but not like in a hugely bad way. It's like ooh. But you guys do have the morning to afternoon to travel, so those not guiding the group. Chewsworth is mostly just kind of keeping to himself. He looks slightly bummed that his troop of kobolds is dwindling and his marching army looks smaller.
And Cookie will be, recounting the tale of the Duragar.
Okay, give me a performance.
Alright, and I will use guidance on myself for this. Performance. Oh, that one! I don't even think they got into help on that.
It's still no one.
Wow.
And
Fate has decided that this story sucks. After like 20 or 30 minutes, Bella and Vega, you don't want to listen to it.
yeah, I'm just gonna like just step up and
Like
say,
Cookie is skipping all the good details. She's like misremembering stuff in different orders. Like there's some of the stuff that you guys did that she's misremembering that other people did or that she did. I guess it's just all over the place.
hey Drac, why don't you come over here? And like if Drac does come over here, like I'll just start like pointing at the tracks, kind of do like a
Yeah.
mini lesson on how to track.
That's what I was gonna say to my. Vega was gonna talk to Axe and say, there's a good rock over there."
Cookie suddenly starts realizing everyone's pulling away from her. She's like, "Aw."
Druck, no, I mean, you honestly don't even notice Cookie. And you are engorged with your own story. You have never told a story this well. Yeah, Druck, you can't teach her while trying to track at the same time.
Can I not? If I could, it said hang on, let me see the thingy. Yeah, even when you're engaged in another activity whilst travelling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, then you remain alert. Double, I could.
Okay, but that's not being able to do multiple things at once.
It's like you're alert to danger, like so you're not totally engrossed in it, but you can't.
I'd just be like, I'm tracking character. Tracking and just be like, okay, we gotta go this way and this way. Thinking, like talking out loud, so tracking, thinking then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You point stuff out, but you gotta stop it most of the time just to be like, oh wait, okay, there goes the tracks. Because again, you may be alert to danger. That doesn't mean you can divide your attention.
Okay.
Vega, you hear this horrible story. It's wrong on so many reasons for so many different points. It's bad. The kobolds, their march almost breaks because they're just they could not look or act any more bored. The energy level of the entire group has just died.
Did I find Axe in a nice rock?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I've never been more disappointed with my roll, like ever.
I like to think people concerned of better get a natural one for tracking. Nope.
Yeah.
Vega, you struggle to find a rock because you're more concerned about getting away from the bad story than you are actually finding a rock.
I'm using the rock as more of a distraction?
Yeah, you forget about the rock because you're so happy of getting away from the story that, like, once you veered off a little bit, you kind of forget. You eventually find a pretty good stick, and that kind of keeps your attention for a few hours.
Ooh. And she just chews on that?
Wow. So you went to get a gift for your baby instead of bought a gift for yourself.
Chewsworth accidentally marches the kobolds off the road a few times because he's just not having the story. And Daybwork literally falls asleep while trying to read his book and studying. Carnery has to wake him up after like an hour. So,
distraction is all.
So everyone lost an hour of progression due to bad storytelling.
Oh, why are you feeling more bad?
What? I can't. Sometimes you gotta come up with fun, creative ways for natural ones to have an effect, and sometimes when nothing serious or in danger is gonna happen, you kind of gotta play it up a little bit.
If Cookie wasn't so enthralled with the story she's telling right now, her ears would be drooping.
Yeah, you think you're doing great, like. Jesus, you have never told a story this great. But you guys continue through. After a few hours, gets towards around lunchtime. It does start to rain.
Ooh.
And you guys get to about here.
Where are you pointing? I can't see.
Okay.
I moved the token. And as guys approach, you guys do see the river that is ahead of you on the road. Um, it has a very low, kind of short, not very well made bridge. And over the last, I would say 30 or 40 minutes or so, the rain's really started picking up. You can only tell there's a bridge because of some of the handrail stuff that's still attached. The floor part of it is actually in the water.
Um,
Looks like the river has run up a little bit.
guys, we might need to find some higher ground.
Yeah.
Done. You hear day work from the carpet.
What do you mean for the rest of us?
You probably found something.
So what are you guys doing?
Lead the way. They can yell at the paper.
You got a good spot there, Daybork?
Yeah,
Can you lead us there?
lead you where?
Damn it, I told you to.
Huh?
Use your words, Daybork. We're not understanding a word you're saying.
I don't understand what you guys are saying. What's happening?
We're looking for
He
higher
literally
ground.
closes his book and just like looks down.
We're looking for higher ground because of the rain.
Oh. Why are you looking for higher ground?
Rain, and the river overflowed the bridge over there.
Okay. He looks around. He's like, the river is all the way around us.
Okay,
confused.
so no other bridge to get across.
Nope.
Hmm.
How wide is it?
It's about 25 feet.
Is the river like going like really fast, or is it just kind of watery?
I mean, do you want to go up and try to check?
Yeah.
Sure. You approach it. It's just watery. It's not like super fast or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not real fast right now. We can just go.
Bella gets like a fairly long stick, and she does like typical stick dip test of how deep it is. Just to make sure it's not too deep.
You go to stick the stick in the river.
Mhm.
Are you trying to put it like in the center? Or what are you trying to do?
Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah,
It's
good.
25 feet
yeah.
across. So you pick up a stick and you start just poking into the water. Like some parts you feel dirt, some parts you don't.
Daybork, can you put the stick and hover over the middle of the river, and just see how deep it is?
He looks over at Carnery. Carnery gets to the edge of the carpet, puts her arms out a la Jesus style, and just falls into the river. You see a little splash. A few seconds later, poof, like she just apparates right next to Daybork. She kind of shakes off. He kind of like winces from the water. He's like, it ranges.
Just do a cross under. We got a bridge. We can hold onto the rope as we go.
If you say so. You okay
I remember
doing that,
last
guys?
time
Hmm?
Never mind.
What was you gonna say?
I was saying, remember the last river where we thought this through?
I don't think
I
Bella was
almost
there for
got
that.
carried away.
No.
Vegas says,
I was like saying that for more for Vegas Vig.
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
Okay. You guys try to cross the river?
Yeah.
You guys cross the bridge. Your feet get a little wet. That's about it.
Told you, Bella.
Okay. I must admit, I was thinking that the bridge was well flooded.
Maybe then
Well, that's
the
why-
bridge will be a death
Literally,
trap.
like, imagine the bridge would normally be almost like a couple inches above the water.
Okay, okay.
It
I
really
misunderstood.
swelled up like a couple inches. Like it's
Yeah.
you guys can tell the bridge is there because of the railings and stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just can't see the bottom part of the bridge.
See,
Okay.
that's why I asked if it was like a real fast current or anything. If it was just water, it's just a lot of water. That's all.
I was literally explaining to you what sometimes can happen when, like wet areas can swell up with water from rain. That's it.
Yeah.
See, remember that time she was talking crap to you guys about over
No,
at
I
over
misunderstood,
there?
and I thought she meant the bridge was flooded.
Funny thing is, we actually had
Technically
just.
it was.
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, we actually had just talked about our pretty recent bridge scandal right before this.
I know, it's almost like I was foreshadowing things.
Mm.
Yeah, so you guys continue,
Yeah.
and after a little bit, you guys do see another bridge. This
Okay.
one though, it looks a little bit sturdier. And the bridge does go, even with the water that it looks like it's swelled up a little bit, you can clearly see the bottom of the bridge.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Bella went ahead of everyone. See?
Okay, so you run across the bridge ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys watch as Bella runs up to the bridge. You're really waiting for something to happen now, aren't you?
Mhm. Yeah.
And she stands on the bridge. And you guys follow, and you guys cross the bridge.
Yes, you crossed the bridge, Rella. Congratulations.
Yeah. Daywork, you guys do get to this point though, and he does say, "Hey, we got another town coming up."
Look like a nice one.
And he looks over to Cronery, who like rolls her eyes, and she turns invisible. I'll let you guys know. Hold tight.
Okay. We hold tight.
Yeah, you guys clearly haven't heard about the troll underneath the bridge, have you?
There's a troll underneath the bridge. He kind of looks a little concerned.
No, it's a story that happened back in Attenberg. You know, mothers will tell this to their children type thing. You know, you always got to be wary about going across the bridge because you don't know what's going to be underneath it. This big troll comes up, it demands money or, answer a riddle for some strange reason.
Trolls tell riddles? He looks even more confused.
Riddles suck.
They do.
Most riddles, they have more than one answer, and I don't like that.
I've never spoken to a troll, so I can't say for certain. It's just a story that's commonly told.
He pulls out one of his books and starts thumbing through the pages. Do trolls even speak?
Bella said they told riddles.
In the story, they told riddles.
So they only speak in riddles?
I mean, maybe.
So confused. Cookie just looks so confused.
I tell you what, why don't we cross all the bridges in Attenberg, and then we'll find out.
Are there a lot of bridges in Edinburgh?
Well, I say in Attenberg. More in the entire country. I haven't been outside of Attenberg much. And she just starts thinking about, how many bridges are there? There's this river, then there's this river, then there's that river that joins to this river.
As the party looks very confused, and for several different reasons.
After a few moments, Daywork goes, "There's 6
People?
bridges
Oh.
How do you know there's
Where?
6?
because I have a map."
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Good point.
He's also been through town.
He's traveled all the bridges in Edinburgh.
I love how everyone says the name wrong completely.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
It all started with me.
Yeah.
Best part is I know how to pronounce it. I just refuse to say it that way.
I know he does.
But after a good 20 or 30 minutes, you guys see Cronery appear again next to Daywork, and they seem to be communicating back and forth. I mean, it's a town. Seems like a relatively small one. Seems like it's people are holding up there because of the rain.
Hmm.
Is it the type of town that looks like they're going to attack us any minute because of, as she gestures back?
I think it's safe to assume any towns around here might do that, especially with the recent events.
Very true.
Yeah, we should probably just go around the town.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to send someone through to try to just by themselves track to see where the tracks may lead?
I can do that.
Are you sure you want to go? Remember what happened last time?
I can do it. If I'm by
Oh.
myself, I can do it.
Okay, just don't give them all your gold and all
Weren't
your
you
daggers.
kind of by yourself last time?
No, Cookie gave me away.
He just kind of looks at her like dumbfounded, like,
Daywork sighs, looks over at Carnery, and Carnery disappears.
He goes size too. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Bella
you
will
do
proceed.
hear some slight fluttering behind you, Bella, as you proceed.
Yes, I figured.
Keep your daggers and your belongings on you, Bella.
Of course. Run to run, then track and track.
Okay. I need you to give me a perception, and how are you trying to keep the track of this?
She'll be following the scent of the stinky dragon. You know, that particular one. And if she sees any, tracks diverge from each other, she'll just make a mental note of where they're going, but trying to follow the main stinky dragon one.
Okay.
Do me perceptions. Ooh, 20.
Okay.
I don't know if I get grasslands on this because of the town.
You should be very happy of your, canine factory senses, because it doesn't take long before you lose track of the actual grooves and stuff in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Especially once you get close to this town. It's not a very large town. Very simple wood walls. Some of it seems to be new, like it was recently replaced or repaired. There's only a couple buildings that are even of any noteworthy size. Every little shack in this place seems very simple, very quaint. Inside and going through the town, you do see a mix of people. You see carriages and carts and stuff held up. Seems like some people are taking some short refuge here while the rain passes.
Mm-hmm.
And you do notice the scent that goes through town and starts heading up kind of northwest along the road that leads out that way.
Okay. Carnaby, you still here?
You kind of look around and you take a moment. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I was saying that out loud.
I know. Just
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
Nice.
Okay. You look around, listen, and you look over by one of the shops. It seems to be like a restaurant or a food place, and it's kind of designed to where the door is to the left is, like once you go through the door, to the left is where like all the tables are, but to the right immediately is where the counter and kind of like the kitchen is.
Mhm.
And on the window to the right you can actually see the people like preparing food and stuff like that, and the smell immediately hits you, like sweet rolls, baked pies.
Okay.
And even though you don't really see her, you do notice fog gathering on the window, as if someone was pressed up against the window, breathing heavily against it.
Hey, Carnaby, we need to go this way.
That's all you hear. Is you hear fluttering coming back towards you.
I know. I'll ask Daybrook if he can get you one. Yeah, I'll continue going to the tracks.
Okay.
Yeah. And then once we get to a good point out of town, I would like to do a bit of a scent mark type thing to let my allies know that this is the spot, and I'd be like, hey Connery, I think this is a good spot out here.
Good
Okay.
spot for what?
So how are you marking the smell?
Typical way a dog would do it. Yes.
You go. How far out of town are you trying to go?
I would go. Let's say 200 feet away from the town exit.
Okay.
Not keeping to the road, keep more to the side.
Okay. Which side?
The side where there's trees and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, there is a bit of distance from the road to the trees, but you can do it on the tree side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as long as it's like 200 feet away from town, near the trees and stuff.
You go. You do so.
It's like, yeah, Connor, if you tell the others to use their noses, I'm sure they'll be able to pick this up.
Silence.
I sit and I wait and I wag my tail.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys sit.
Mhm.
Sit. 20, 30, 40 minutes go by before you see Croner appear by Dayborg.
That was about time.
Wait, what do
Where's
you mean?
Vega? Or not Vega, where's Bella?
She's apparently on the northern side of town, and there's a smell. Apparently, we're supposed to find it. What do you mean by that? Like, is it just a random smell, or?
So no physical tracks?
I don't know. What? Okay. Ah, shit. Okay. Damn it. Okay. I don't know what to do.
Did you say what kind of smell?
No, just a smell.
Cookie just tries to smell for something.
Okay. What are you trying to smell for?
Probably something with Bella's scent.
Okay.
Because, like, at this point, we're looking for Bella now.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give this to you.
Mhm.
You guys smell the exact direction that Bella went in towards town, but you guys already knew she was going towards town.
Okay.
Yep. You go to her, and then we try and find the scent.
So
We're not gonna head to town, though. That's the whole point of this.
that was the whole point of this.
I am gonna say as a heads up, if it takes like, how long did it get me through town?
Huh?
How long did it get me through town?
How long did it take for you to get through town?
Yeah.
About 30, 35 minutes.
Cool. If it takes 15, because I'm gonna be dashing at this point, and like just not getting impatient. Like if it takes like more than 15 minutes for them to come, she'll just run back.
So it took you 30 minutes to get there, but if they're not there by 15 minutes, you're gonna leave?
Actually, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Now that I think about it.
Oh, no, that's
No,
what you wanted to do.
No,
It depends how impatient Bella is, being honest.
Okay, so that's
Bella's
your
a
plan.
fast
Got
girl. She's a fast girl.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
So I'll keep that in mind.
No. I want to change my thingy. If it takes more than 45.
No.
No,
Just
I'm
because
keeping
the
my
DM pointed out.
Yes,
how
and I wish
silly
to change
it
my
was.
mind.
Doesn't mean
It's-
that you can go like, oh no, it's okay.
No, I wish to change my mind. It's 45.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you'd think Bella would wait patiently for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Where did the rest of you guys go?
Silence! He's like looks very perplexed.
You
Does
guys
she
figure this out. I only got a few more hours on my book.
Okay, smell her, but she went directly to town. Find a smell. And that's only the smell I found associated with Bella, right?
I mean, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
you might have traces amongst your party, the dragon and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Gotcha, yeah. Hmm. What do you think, Vega?
About the trail or Bella?
Well, Bella. Because she's supposed to lead us to where we're supposed to go around town, not to town. So where's Bella?
Well, we can wait here, or we can just go. Maybe just go around the town.
Yeah, but we don't know where the track is, so if we go the wrong way, then we're just leading everyone the wrong way. Bella knows where we're supposed to go.
Think of Dal's just.
I'll tell you what, Vega. How fast can you be? That's like kind of a not unfriendly animal, like a friendly animal.
A horse.
Can you just go follow Bella's scent and then just double back it over here, just so we have an idea where to be?
Canine scent on a horse.
I mean,
That sounds fun.
yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
I feel like I thought too specifically, and no one else is getting what I was thinking.
I mean, I have an idea what you're thinking, but Damon said I only have one scent, so.
I mean, that's how that works. You guys can't. Dogs just don't know where something is. Like, there's trails to smells.
Yeah.
And he's saying that it's directly towards town, so it's
Yeah.
like, that's not
Yes,
where you
because
wanna
that's where
be.
she
Yeah.
went. So the trail would lead you towards where you guys clearly saw her go.
Mhm.
It's not like a big shock here.
I still
So
feel
you-
like someone's missing. And I know what I was doing. I'm gonna shut up now. Oh, tell him now.
I understand what you were doing, but your execution was just.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you turn into a horse. And
I
you're just-
go into town.
Okay, are you gonna try and attract Bella?
Yep.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Oh god damn it! Did we lose a moose now?
Now we lost
Okay.
our
I'm a
horse.
horse.
It's still with advantage technically. It just
Yeah. Okay, you start going in towards town. As soon as you get into town, you can't really figure out where Bella is, and a whole bunch of the townspeople start surrounding you. As like, whoa, whoa, as they just saw a horse start running through their town. So now you have like a group of maybe about 20 people who are trying to like corral you and stop you.
I don't know.
Question: has it been 45 minutes yet?
No.
I revert back.
Okay. Some of them look confused. Half of them pull out weapons.
Whoa!
There is a man with kind of pretty okay armor. Seems to be kind of a simplistic scale male. Avast! Who are you? Name your business.
Excuse me. Have you seen a dog yay big passing through here?
You hear him whisper or say to the guy next to him, "Speaks. Must be a druid around. Go back to your master. We do not appreciate such magics being freely used. This is your one and only warning."
I will go back, but have you seen a dog they big? I want to go back with them.
They're just kind of staring at
Please?
you. Most of them just seem to be at a ready position. Some of the townspeople are like kind of hiding a little bit as they just saw a horse run through their town, turn into a dog, and start talking to people. And some of the guards are at kind of a defensive posture, and it's kind of like picked up a little bit of tension in this rainstorm as everyone's trying to huddle. And yeah,
I come in peace, I promise.
then you leave in peace as well.
Okay. She pouts again and she goes back.
Do you go back the way you came?
I do.
Okay. The
Meanies.
guard, and a few of the people kind of like trail you, and they kind of like they kind of keep the corral shape, and they just kind of like herd you back out of the town, and they're all just kind of watching as you make your way down the road. And after a little bit, you guys do see Vega start to return. And Bella, around this time, it's been about 40 minutes.
Guys, motherfucker you!
Okay. Cool. The rest of you guys see Vega return.
Hey, did you find Bella?
Defeated. No, they wouldn't even tell me if she was there. I was trying to look for her.
No one got my reply, did no got my how did they? What did they?
What were you saying, Vega?
I said, the townspeople wouldn't tell me if Bella passed by. They just told me to go back to my master. And she's like doing air quotes, but she just a paw. She's just waving, slowly waving the paw. Look like they're ready to attack me or something.
Well, that's a good reason why we didn't bring everyone to the town then. So you couldn't find Bella then?
No.
Okay.
Daborg just kind of looks over his book. He's like, wait, so you ran into town as a horse, transformed, and then started talking to people?
That's why I'm not really too bummed about it. Just wish they at least told me where Bella was.
They're probably very confused as well as, scared.
But no, I did not find Bella.
He says. Well, I'm pooped. Can't send any more people to town because obviously they didn't like talking dogs or magical creature things.
I'll say if like I don't get if no one said my hello, I don't get a reply from my hello, I'll just run back.
Okay. You do notice, Bella,
Mhm.
after you're howling, after about a few moments, there is a presence, out of the entryway that you are about 100 feet away from. There are a few people who are just kind of staring at you. That's about all you notice.
Okay.
So you gotta head back.
Not through the town. If I can go around the town, then sure.
Which side are you trying to go?
And keep into the village tree side,
Okay.
but then down south.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start heading through the eastern side through the woods.
Mhm.
The trek is not super fast. The woods, do you have what's your favorite terrain?
It's grassland. It's not woods.
Okay. So your pace does slow down quite a bit trying to go through the woods.
Mhm.
It is wet. There's a thick brush.
Mhm.
And then you eventually get to kind of not like full-blown river, but there are like a lot of creeks and stuff that run through.
Mhm.
It takes you a while. It's probably about a good 45 minutes to 50 minutes to make it through.
Okay.
Luckily you're fast.
Mhm.
But eventually you do come upon your allies who are just kind of all sitting there.
Guys, come on! I waited ages.
Bella! Is that you?
Yeah, I waited ages. Did you not like get my scent or anything?
You went directly to town.
Yeah.
We're supposed to avoid town.
No, I'm supposed to go through town and you're supposed to go around the town but still follow my scent.
Yeah, but your scent only went to town. There was no other way for us to find out where you were.
It went
Or
north,
even
yes.
know where to go.
You just follow north until the scent starts going south. If scent starts going south, you've gone a bit too far.
Well, no,
So
Vega
you-
followed the scent, and it
so
went
you wanted
directly
us-
to town.
So you wanted us to follow your scent through the town.
No.
But no if and when you changed direction before you did it.
No, I was going through the town. You're supposed to follow my scent north, but going around the town.
Yeah, but which direction?
North.
But we didn't know that.
You got my scent, yeah?
She looks defeated.
Okay.
Gabriel raises his ball. He's like, I actually don't have your scent at all.
Yeah, and Vega couldn't find it after she got to town.
Okay, note to self. Other dogs don't have as good as a nose as me.
Also, maybe make a more clearer way for us to know where you're at.
I mean, I
and which
peed
way
a
you
lot
want
on
us
the
to
tree.
go.
Yeah, north. I peed a lot on the tree. I peed so much I got no more, like, piss in me bladder.
Next
would
time I'm
also
sending
like-
Vega with you.
Keep in mind that it is raining. As dogs, you would
Yeah.
know that rain doesn't really help with scents.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
she
well, I
peed
knew
a.
that, yeah.
That's why she peed a lot.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
that only goes so far.
I know.
Yeah.
Eagle's like, here we go, please.
Yes, guys, just follow me.
Okay.
Oh.
I will keep within eyesight this time. As Bella
Good.
just slows her walk.
Okay. It
She
is
doesn't
a
like-
lot slower.
Yeah, she doesn't like
luckily-
going 30 foot.
Luckily, no, you gotta go a lot slower than 30 foot.
I know, she doesn't like it.
Luckily, you found your own trail back around town, so you're able to show them the way through. Keeping as far away from the town as possible. Since you guys have a larger group, you kind of have to push a little bit more distance from the town, just because it's a larger body.
That reminds me, Daybrook. Carnery saw what I think was a restaurant bakery type thing. She looked really interested in some of the pies. You may want to give her some pie.
He reaches into his bag, pulls out some gold. You see Carnery turn visible. And he continues to follow in silence, reading his book.
Yeah.
And you guys get about 3/4 of the way through the woods before Carnery appears, and she has a pie in her hand. Dayborg takes a slice. Okay, I got it. You can share it with the rest. You understand that, Vega. And Carnery floats down, and the rest of you guys with a pie, and she starts giving pieces to people.
Thanks, Carnery.
Little bits, like little bites.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
between the dragons and all the kobolds, she tries to make sure everyone gets at least a little nugget.
Thank you, Interconic, and I'm just looking to Axon.
She's licking her lips. Every single time someone takes like a piece and puts it in their mouth, she's just like drooling. And this is almost kind of cruel watching this little fairy dragon have to watch all of you guys take a bite. Yeah, but you guys continue. And Bella, you find the spot where you peed.
There.
Yeah, I
Okay,
never
they
would've
went
done
this
that.
way. You guys really need to do some hunting more. Anyway,
Okay.
they went this way.
Okay.
You guys turn that into like almost a 3-hour thing. So at this point, it is starting to be, because it is continuing to rain, it is starting to get pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys have made it here. I don't want to say that far, it's farther out there.
I know this isn't accurate, but I like to joke that we went like 10 foot.
quickly.
Do you guys want to hold up here or shall we continue tracking? If it continues to rain, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep it up.
We should probably try to continue till we get tired.
We are trying to catch up to these people.
Yeah.
We wasted a lot of time just now.
Yeah. Continues tracking.
As you know, the tracks they had went straight through the town.
She still thought they were a bit smarter, but that's not my fault. But no. Anyway, she'll continue
You say
to.
that, but
I do
the
say.
same thing
I
you said
do
in the
say that.
opposite.
I do say that.
We all know what's going through Dave Work's brain right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I digress. Bella's going to continue tracking forward.
Okay,
Mhm.
give me a perception check. This is just gonna be a straight roll.
Okay, still good. I think.
Okay.
Actually, no, not good. I thought I got the 18. Never mind.
So, you continue through, and
I was gonna say,
after
oh, sorry. I was gonna say I still don't get an advantage just because of the grassland pin. Or are we out of the grassland pin?
if you have advantage and disadvantage, they equal out to just a straight roll.
Ah, okay, you was giving me disadvantage for the rain. I got it.
It's rain.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, so.
Yeah, the rain is picking up as the day progresses, so it is getting harder to keep those scents.
Mhm.
They are washing away, and because of the rain falling and the difference in temperature, all that science mumbo jumbo,
Mhm.
making sense a little bit harder to track. You can still get bits in that and stuff, but it is starting to weaken.
Mhm.
And that does cause the group to slow down a little bit, even more so compared to just wet soil, because you are having to be like, yeah, it's still going this way. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's still going this way.
Mhm.
But it does start heading directly north off the road.
Mm. Guys, I think we're going off the boat now.
Okay.
I mean, which is good. We won't have any town debacles again.
Might also mean we're coming in close.
Just to give you guys a layout, there is a little bit of hills and like a couple, not mountains, but there are a couple high peaks far to the west across the road. And to the east, you mostly have wooded areas, and to the north, you are seeing some decent, not full mountain range, but hill range. Some of them seem to be upwards towards like 100, 200 feet, to base ground level.
Okay. Do you still have the send, Bella?
And do me sniffs. I think I do.
Okay, well, we should probably continue on, because either way, we're going to have to, get off the road to make camp.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys continue on.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys continue on for a few more hours. Pace is slowed down a little bit because of the rain, movement, but it does start getting towards evening time.
Okay. Should we camp here then?
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, let's set up a watch and everything.
And just I start shaking her fur off, realizing it's still raining. Shaking her fur off.
Dayborg flies down, gives you the carpet, and begins drawing runes and stuff into the mud. Starts sprinkling around incense,
Mhm.
and during the whole time he's verbally espousing an incantation.
Mhm.
And after a few moments, you guys do see a bubble appear. He is inside of it, and he shakes off.
Goes in the bubble.
Come on, Drac, let's get in the bubble.
It gets in the bubble too.
Bubble and shake.
Okay, stop. No, okay, you guys can't all shake off at once. Jesus.
I'm not
Okay,
shaking.
everyone stop.
I
Snaps
won't do
his
anything.
He snaps his fingers, and one by one, you guys get dry. Ah, Jesus.
Imagine Cookie got like air dried, so her hair is like all real poofy now.
Well, not air dried, just magic dried. So
I like to think
had
Daybrook
it
shaked and
cooked
got
on.
dry. Cookie shaked and got dry. Vega in, I don't know if Vega shaked and got dry, but she did. Bella got in, shaked, got dry. Drac comes in, shakes and gets dry. Everyone else just gets wet one after the other.
They were wearing a cloak, so she wasn't getting rained on.
Thanks, Daybrook.
yeah. Let me continue reading. Okay, it's getting a little tight in here. Who farted?
Not me.
Bella sniffs.
Are you trying to see who farted?
Yes.
Okay, I need everyone to roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oh, just straight up D20.
Just straight up d20.
I rolled an 8, but people can't see I got GM mode on.
Okay. Two. I need one more. Jesus Christ. Okay. 9, 4, 8, 4, 8, 4 were the rolls. Going with highest ones. So you kind of sniff around, and yeah, Cookie farted.
Cookie, you stink.
Hey! I resent that amputation. I smell beautiful. And,
Like
you
a
know, yeah, she's
beautiful
really-
pop.
Let's see if I got something real quick. I just want to see how this works.
I'm surprised you don't smell like cookies.
Dibwork snaps his fingers, and it starts smelling like cookies.
Much better.
See, I told you I smell good.
Pro D&D tip: always pick up prestidigitation.
Yeah, I was actually looking if like thaumaturgy did something of the same things, but no.
Thaumaturgy will probably make you stinkier.
It just would make your fart louder.
It
That's all.
does, yeah.
Or you could make it sound like someone else is farting.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything for the evening? Kobolds are kind of like looking in at the rest of the group. They're all kind of huddled together to the exterior of the bubble.
Question, Druck, can you, fly at all? Spread your wings out really far and flap.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe,
Okay,
maybe outside of the bubble.
Maybe we can wait
Before
till
you even
tomorrow.
get to say that, her wings unfurl. Okay. I'm not even gonna roll a dex check. You guys, most people get slapped. As she gets like 2 or 3 good flaps out before you're like, well, you should probably, so she stops.
Yeah.
Bella, why?
Yeah.
I mean, tell me you're not curious to see if Faxon can fly too.
There's a time and place for everything. Just
Maybe
calm
when we
down.
are not so confined.
Datework just lets out a sigh. And he's rubbing his eyeball.
Well, I had enough of Bella's brilliant ideas for one day. I'm gonna nap. Cookie starts cuddling up next to Drock.
Oh.
Draco looks a little down.
You okay?
I'm sorry I hit people. It's just
Aw, it's okay, sweetie. We know it was an accident.
Did you want me to still try to fly?
We'll try tomorrow. How about that?
Okay. She just kind of curls up. It is a little tight in this bubble.
Yeah.
Bella's gonna sleep outside.
Oh no, I mean it has room. Trust me.
Oh no, Bella's gonna sleep outside.
Okay.
He's been a
Uh,
bad dog.
Wow.
I'm prepared for trouble, but not this.
Ouch. Do you say that?
No, I was asleep. I was out of character.
Okay, because that would have got better in tears.
One shot, one kill.
That's like the worst insult you can give to a dog.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I do know.
you guys begin to lay down. Anyone doing anything for the evening? Okay. So you guys, go to sleep. You guys listen to the gentle rain sound of the rain trickling on the bubble. And another night comes and goes. Okay, everyone, wake up.
Yeah. Till he wakes up.
First thing you see is a daybork.
Hi, Dave Bork.
Hello.
A larger daybork.
Hello.
Daybork is looking a little thicker.
Did you grow your hair?
More thick from thickness.
No, she's asking that though.
No.
Oh, because you seem floofier. She kind of pokes him, expecting it to be more hair, but I assume it's like solid mass.
Yeah, it is solid mass.
Oh, wow. I guess he's not poking him. Been working out?
It's just some ideas and tips this book had.
Oh. So you finished the book?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
He looks very proud.
And see what learning gets you, Drock? Smarter and stronger. She points, still pokes him.
No, I gotta do some quick math. I think it should be. You guys can continue while I just update this real quick.
I was gonna say,
Where's Bella?
Bella's
yeah.
still outside, but I imagine she's all curled up, still like shaking from the rain. She's been outside in the rain.
I mean, not really. You have traveling stuff, so like rain isn't like a huge deal.
Yeah, she's just curled up outside.
Bella, time to wake up.
Okay.
Okay, I do have 2 slots left over for today, so if anyone else wanted to oh yeah, that reminds me. Hey everyone, Dragon's Dogma meeting real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
So with these 2 toys that I got and our original one that I'm gonna get back, I do have enough to take everyone back plus 2 more.
Okay.
That's including the babies.
Okay. So wait, take everyone, are you including us, or just like the babies as well? Like
No. Babies, the rest of the kobolds, and I have 2 more slots. So if 2 people needed or wanted to go back for anything, I could do that.
Okay.
Or technically more, I could always swap out with anyone because I mean my work's pretty much done. I just grab a little bit more extra paper.
Well, at this point, I probably are we still good looking good on supplies, Damon?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so supplies are recovered. I don't really need to go to town for anything personally.
Me neither.
I can go back to town to see how Daisy's doing. I'd like to introduce Drock to Daisy as well.
If memory serves, Daisy's actually gonna be a little busy today.
Oh?
Yeah, she has a meeting with the Who Krell.
Oh. Then how do we get back to other home?
Oh, you mean on the way back?
Hmm.
Well, no, that's because of the tunnel thingy.
To the tunnel?
Yeah,
Since when?
since like forever.
You mean the teleport?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, you were saying tunnel.
yeah. Well, it's a theory of mine because yeah.
I don't.
Let's just say I've
I,
studied more about teleportation magic, and I think that there's something up with that tunnel.
right.
I'm
But
so confused.
so
Anyway,
Daisy has the elective?
Apparently.
Huh. Didn't know she could do that.
Yeah. Fabork has a smile on his face.
As a DM who created it is now confused.
I said Fabork has a smile on his face.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I don't need to go to town. Vega, you said you didn't need to go to town?
Oh, I'm good.
And Bella used to, well, Daisy's busy, so, I mean, you could still go to town if you want to visit something.
Oh yeah, we want to make sure the babies get back. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll make sure they get back.
Okay. What about you, Chooseworth? That's what I figured. I just wanted to say that. Okay, well, I think we're made our choices then.
okay then. So I will take the first guys back. And once I'm back with that, you know, yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll wait.
And he gathers up the rest of the kobolds in. Well, there's a couple of the kobolds left, but he grabs the majority of the rest of the kobolds plus the last couple guard drakes, and you guys hear squeak, 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 and
Have a
just
fun trip, you guys.
they wave real quick, and then they apparate away.
They're gonna do great.
And it's about 20-ish minutes later that you. Oh fuck!
You right?
You
Hey,
alright?
Borg.
You guys like look around and.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was you doing your toothing or if that was an actual fin.
I
Nope,
said those
I already
two.
pre-rolled it all.
You probably thumped again.
He thumped again.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like just walking back. It doesn't seem as bad as the last time,
Gotcha.
Okay.
but he's definitely injured.
Need some help, buddy?
No, I can rest it off.
Okay.
Ow. 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 Okay, so who's going back this trip?
Bella puts a paw up. It's like, you excited to rock?
Yeah, I can't wait to meet all of Mommy's friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they can't wait to meet you as well.
Mhm. And be nice to everyone, dear, you understand?
I will.
Good.
I'll be the best behavior.
There you go. She
They're
kind of
cranking the nicest to 11.
like. She pats Drock.
She kind of nuzzles into it. Okay, everyone, gather up. You ready?
Yeah.
Squeak, squeak.
Pew.
So you guys are just left standing there. Chooseworth is like horrible, and he just sits down and continues drinking his coffee. Yeah. Bella, you, and you're right in front of the
Mhm.
tavern.
I just look around just to check like if like townspeople reaction.
You do immediately notice that the guards,
Mhm.
they're not surprised. They were looking already, and it seems like they were 100% aware of what was going to be transpiring. Like, you see that a couple of them have their, like, hands over the pommels of their weapons, but
Mhm.
they're not, like,
Yeah.
like, itching for a fight or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah. It's like, Drac, this is my home, Attenberg, and
Her
that.
eyes are wide.
Yeah.
She's like,
See, that's the statue, and that's Jake over there. She waves to Jake the Labrador, if he's about, or some other dog that
Jake
she's aware
from
of.
State Farm.
Yeah.
Jake is there.
Okay, yeah. But no, she'd be
He's
like,
waving back.
that's good. And it's like, and this beautiful building right here is the Cockin.
You look over and Axon's licking like the door frame of it. It's like a little bit. Not like furious here. It's just the mild. There's gonna be definitely like some pock marks on it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went from a dark finish to like a white finish kind of.
He was like, oh wait, I forgot to give him advice before I left. Oh.
Axon, please don't lick the door.
He stops like mid lick.
Yeah. And
His tongue just a little bit more than stops.
and that might be. She like goes inside and looks for her orcish friend.
Okay.
I forgot his name.
As you,
Yeah.
wow.
I forgot.
My orcish friend that you know what? He's not there.
Wait, no. I will
Not
get the
there.
name. No, I will get his name.
No, he's not there.
Oh, come on.
Not there.
Oh. It's like, Shark, hey, come on. He's totally there.
No, he's not.
Where is he then?
You don't see him.
Oh. She gets excited and then immediately looks sad. Oh. He must be with Daisy.
Oh, Bella. Oh, I forgot. Daisy wanted me to show you something.
Hmm? Yeah?
It's right over here, and he like kind of goes up to the counter, and he kind of gestures to like he's pointing over at something like on the opposite side.
Bella kind of like looks up, but she can't quite reach.
Okay. Are you getting on the bar stool or something?
Yeah, she'll go through like no, she'll just like get ready to jump and then pew, jump on top of the bars.
As soon as you get up on top, Daisy just appears in front of you, starting to bark.
Oh, and Bella will fall back. I'll purposely make it that she'll fall back.
Daisy's just kind of floating there laughing.
I thought.
Got her.
Ah,
And
Daisy.
you see next to Daisy, fluttering her wings as she appears, Carnerie also laughing. As you noticed, now, Carnerie hasn't been visible for most of the morning. And you get the sense that Daybork and Daisy and everyone probably pulled a little bit of a prank on you.
I thought you was having the meeting with Fukuo.
Oh, I already took care of that.
You're getting energy in you. That reminds me.
All this work that you guys have me doing, all these deals, Daybork keeps suggesting things, and you know, with the increased money that I'll be getting from you guys in the future, you know, I find myself with more energy nowadays.
Daisy, there's someone I would like you to meet. And then,
Oh, I see. There's 3 I need to meet. As she looks beyond you at the 3 black dragons who have entered, and by the time they get in, because they kind of slowly creeped in, the tavern has gone silent.
Yeah.
All eyes, the dwarves, the serving elves, all of them are just. Everyone is eyes on the dogs that just walked in with 3 baby black dragons.
Bella will speak in in dog, to Drac and be like, "Oh, Drac, say hello." And
Hello.
Daisy, Canis Guild, and patrons of the Cockin. This is Drac the Hund. This is, I'm trying to remember pronunciations of names. This is Shaz Cherries, and this is Axon Anon.
Okay.
It sounds like you said Shaw's cherries. for.
I have a
for-
lisp. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's kind of like I imagine that would.
That's a hard name to say.
It
Um,
kind of is, yeah.
you do also notice that there are a few workers here that are missing. That the name actually just immediately escaped me, but the younger of the serving elves is not here.
Oh, there's Chantel. I think it's Chantel.
Oh, they're doing a couple errands for me. Same with and she points to where your orcish friend normally is standing. Yeah, everyone's been having to keep up and make up since everything, all the chaos you guys caused. I'm still dealing with all those prisoners that came into Greenhust.
Well, this should be the last of the travel, right, they book?
Yeah. At least for now. We still got one more. But we're gonna hold on to that one.
Okay. Which one?
Oh, you know our new pet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know.
Which has still been silently following you guys this whole time.
Yep.
I really
There's, like,
forgot about that.
There's one day where I'm like Vegas is poking her. It's like, who's happy girl? Who's happy girl?
Alright, is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, who's happy girl?
She's just wet, just dirty. She just
Po-
not. I mean, you guys have been feeding her and stuff. I'm assuming because
Yeah.
you guys aren't complete pigs. But yeah, she's just. She almost looks to the point of being broken. Like over the last few days, being ignored and being treated how she has been. It's how the mighty hath fallen.
Doc, this is Daisy, the glorious, matron of our guild. Daisy. This is Doc. She's my daughter.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet all three of you. Don't break anything, or your parents are gonna have to buy it. So go ahead and break everything. And then she
No,
just kinda
don't
smiles at you.
break everything.
I bet Axel's just still trying to bite things. Nah.
And Daisy looks over at Dayborg. And Erky is downstairs waiting. And Dayborg's like, okay, ready?
Yeah, okay. Everyone, keep your reins tucked in. This might be a bit of a tight squeeze. And then Bella will lead them to the teleportation room.
Yeah, Dayborg's
Yeah.
like, if I can fit in, they can fit in. He's getting his thick boy butt through there. He's get a little bit more tighter in here. Like he's like, boom. Like a little bit of a pop to get down into the cellar.
Imagine for Axon, like he doesn't really get it, so he still has like wings kind of perched up, it's like bump.
I mean, he's kind of slowed just because there are a few food items as he's passing by the bar.
Hmm.
And it is taking every bit of his willpower to
Yeah.
not immediately eat it all.
Yeah. I mean, he has to walk past the kitchen at some point, so that's gonna be a struggle.
We haven't got to that yet.
Okay.
Going down that first
One step at a
passageway
time.
into the kitchen.
Yeah.
He gets to the kitchen and his eyes go wide because this is the first actual kitchen he's seen. And then he sees the chicken.
Axon.
Chicken. And hides behind the chef.
Yeah.
Chef is standing there with his butcher knife just staring at the dragon. And the dragon immediately, like, ears go down a little bit and just kind of eyes forward following the rest of the people.
Good boy.
He heard big in his mind. Don't eat people now. Aw.
But you guys make your way down towards the teleportation room.
Mhm.
Daisy floating behind you guys. And when you get down there, you do see Erky down there.
Hi.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you, Bella. Oh, wow, they are big. As he sees the three wormlings coming in, which comparatively to him are pretty big.
Yeah.
Not quite sure why I was the one, but anyways, We've already got the rest of them over there. They're waiting for us. Meepo and the others are waiting for our arrival. Um, I told them to be aware of everything, like you said, Daybwork. And they are all ready for it. Daybwork just kind of nods to it,
Okay.
and Daybwork pulls the R aside for a moment, and then he. You can't really tell. Are you trying to listen into what he's saying?
I will try and listen in.
Give me a perception check.
Eh.
No.
Nope.
He says it in Draconic, so
Ah,
you're
okay,
like,
yeah.
ugh. At least you think it is. You're not quite sure. You can barely hear it.
Mhm.
But all you do understand is at one point he points over his shoulders and points to Karnari, who has her arms crossed, staring at Zahar, and Zahar gets her head low a little bit for like a moment. Like, you're not quite sure what it said, but the last bar kind of get was or else point to Karnari.
Mhm.
And Zahar like kind of looks down, but Daybor reaches out and kind of pats her on her head, which she isn't super disdainful about because she's a little down about it, but she just accepts, nods, and joins the rest of you guys. Ready then. As Erky looks toward Daisy, and you watch as the well begins to ignite an arcane energy, and
This is the good
uh,
part, Drac.
and the other side you see kind of imagery of Keep of Kaldakai. And it has been God a week now since the last time you've seen it. Progress has steadily been made still. You're quite surprised. You don't know whether it's the fact that you all have an army of kobolds, or people keep dumping a lot of gold into this place, but the building that is resting kind of up on the cliffside where the ravine kind of dumps down into the keep seems to be a little bit more filled out. It seems to actually have like people moving in and out of it.
Mhm.
And there seems to be a sign being placed up in front of it. It seems like it's not complete yet, but it looks like it's a match to the Canis Guild sign. And you do see kobolds and a few people, townsfolk from Oakhurst that you recognize that are
Mhm.
actually loading up a cart. There seems to be some humans, a couple elves, one or two dwarfs that are kind of working, and you do notice that there is a group of kobolds that are assisting, like moving rocks, stone, things like that from
Mhm.
up and down out of the keep. And you do see the two Hukrels, um, the two female Hukrels.
I have to ask. I haven't jumped in the teleportation thing yet, have I?
What do you mean?
I don't remember me jumping in.
You didn't jump in.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
so
why.
she was just saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I haven't. I just wanted to clarify that I haven't jumped in yet.
This is just
Yeah.
what you're seeing as
Yeah.
as the window opens.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted
Um,
to clarify as well.
and you shouldn't be jumping into this one.
Mhm.
Okay, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I'm just showing that there is life and work happening on the keep. There
Okay.
seems to be that things are progressing as you guys kind of set up.
Mhm.
Like the Oakhurst people and the kobolds are actually starting to work together.
Yay.
Um, and you watch as Erky kind of looks towards the dragons. And in Draconic, he says, "You can't tell this."
No.
But he says something in Draconic to the three wormlings behind him, and they all just kind of nod. Zar seems a little shocked at first that Erky just switches over to Draconic.
Mhm.
This little guy just kind of like looks towards them and like starts barking out kind of orders, which is weird, but he's used to dealing with kobolds now, so it's
Mhm.
like And Erky jumps in, and then Zahar jumps in, Axon jumps in, and then your little daughter kind of waves
Mhm.
Drakon as
Alright.
she pauses for a moment, looks down, looks a little worried, looks up at you,
Yeah.
looks
I
down at
just
the
like
portal, and just
nod. It's like go for it.
She closes her eyes, closes her nose, and then just jumps in. So not quite sure what to expect, so she just prepares for it all.
Mhm.
And after a moment, you see the magic swirl and come to the singularity and disappear. Daisy pauses and went, "Whew, getting a lot of practice lately." Okay, last one, and you guys owe me for this one.
How much?
Oh, trust me, I'm already getting paid for it. And Daybert goes, yeah, here goes your toys back. Can we get ours back? And he gives her the extra squeaky toys, and you guys get your regular one back.
Mhm.
And he's like, uh, hey, Daisy, do you think you could teleport us right back to where we were, but like 200 feet above, maybe 300 feet above?
Right, 300 feet above.
Because I want to do a funny.
Uh, will we survive the drop?
I mean, you have a carpet and I have wings.
Bella just quickly unfolds the carpet and just like gets ready to go on it.
I mean, I leave it up to you what to do, but I mean, do you really want to miss this opportunity?
Okay, what are we doing?
I don't know. I leave it up to you.
Okay,
I always
She'll
come up
get-
with ideas.
yeah.
This one's for you.
Bella gets on her carpet. Like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, just a few hundred feet up in the air, so you know, like we can pop through and not be noticed. And Daisy kind of chuckles a little bit and nods, and she's like, "Okay, be safe. I don't know where you guys are going with this stuff, but you know, give them hell and hurry up so you guys can start doing paying jobs again, because I need some more money." And with that, she starts the incantation again, and you see the magic swirl, and you do see a rainy sky. And Dave Bork takes a moment, starts stretching out his back, and then you see the wings start to protrude as he kind of like groans, and you hear the bones and stuff like popping as he grows his wings.
Okay. Before Bella jumps in, Bella just goes like, "Thank you, Grandma Daisy," and then goes in with the carpet already unfolded, so she's on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do so, and Dave Bork follows immediately behind you.
I was gonna say now.
Okay.
Should did you want to do a break?
Yeah, we're gonna do the break right now.
Yeah.
So we'll
Break time.
see what happens when we get back.
Okay.
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 Also, I was very much enjoying that when you were like, "Wait a second, you're making stuff up about Daisy's abilities and stuff." Yes, Steelworks tried to fuck with you. I can't believe that worked.
From the perspective of changing from DM back to play and be like, okay, forget what I already know. So good. I'll be back.
All right. Yep.
On the road again. I'll work the bird, 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 bird. God, Dave Work is so thick with HP. Hey, Moose. Burrows.
I'll be back.
There we go. Proper storm music.
Hello.
You know, I think now Daywork, with the finishing of this book, has just crested into having the most possible HP.
At this current moment, yeah.
I think he can beat Vega's maximum by 2. He can really beat it if he puts a polymorph into the Ring of Spellstorm. Which he does not. But by himself, he can beat it by 2 points. Comparing her most HP form with the most HP form he can do with polymorph plus his maximum HP.
I'm just looking over at actual Belle and she's just rubbing her belly across the floor.
Nice. So rolls this section is good than rolls last section, but you know.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Polygothic.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey Vega,
Yeah.
I now beat you by total maximum per day HP by 2.
Okay.
That's it. I needed to read a magical artifact, but now I got you by 2. Don't worry, in like a couple levels, I'm never gonna be able to meet with you again until like, oh no, because then it's just gonna turn into a war that I'll just never be able to keep up with. So by the time I get to the next upgrade of stuff, you'll have gotten to the next upgrade of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You have the power of cheese.
For now, there's only this little bit of window where the maximum possible I have the edge.
You shall enjoy it while you can.
Yep. Hey, for a sorcerer, I am proud of this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, think about it. Okay, you should just be happy that now you can now bite ghosts.
Yeah.
If I do get that ability next level, it's good to have it right now.
The thing is that ability that doesn't cover every single one of your stuff. You now have the ability. It doesn't matter what form you're in. You have the ability to bite ghosts.
Nom 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 nom.
That's your dream. Just nut sticks. Ghost biting.
Can nibble on anything now.
Yeah. Or the ultimate ghost sticks.
Oh. Give me a lot to think about. I hope the ghosts have legs, because they will be bitten. Who's they have that ghost tail?
I mean, some ghosts may have tails. It depends if they're a ghost of something that had a tail.
Very
No.
It
good.
depends on the type of ghost, because most ghosts they don't look like whatever they were beforehand. They
Yeah.
take a more
Especially
yeah, they
Ghosty
take a more
form.
abstract form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, the only time you can tell is literally like when you kill them. Like usually, or unless there's like like break the curse or you help them move on or something like that. That's when they might take their more living visage. But especially a tormented ghost that's been around for a while, yeah, it's just gonna look like fucking floating death.
I have squash.
Oh, I'm loving where you guys are at right now because I know what's on the map.
Forest of Worms? Little something?
Ballo's an
Why would the
idiot.
Why would the Forest of Worms look bad?
My dog had a pile of blanket all folded up on one corner of the bed. She head-butted it to mush it off. She's now in fact, she's now head-butting all of her toys off her bed, and then getting comfy. Like, but we made it nice. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't say that. Ooh.
nothing.
I mean, given the subject of what you're just talking about, I don't like it.
I mean, like I said, when it was only like a 10% chance that it would happen.
Yeah.
Like, chances that it would.
Mm-hmm.
I really gotta stop rolling for stuff like that.
You
and
do.
just say no.
You do. Stuff
Why
just.
can't it ever be for something good like a lottery or something? Why can't I roll for like a winning lottery number? That's what I need to do.
Yes. just roll one now. You seem to be on a streak. Just do
Yeah.
it now.
Well,
I
you
mean,
guys are
can't win if you
missing.
don't play.
You guys are missing a lot of context to this conversation.
I'm not.
I know you. You're saying that too.
I know.
Let's just say I had to roll DM stuff, and some stuff it was like we talked about it, and I'm like, I mean, it's gonna be a low percentage anyways. And then I would roll, and I would set up the rules before I even rolled, and there were rolls that she could witness, and
Yeah.
there's just not like hidden rolls or anything. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I witnessed the rolls as they happened, it
It's enough
seems
to be like,
it
I call
seems
bullshit.
very convenient that it happened to roll this way. Very convenient.
You know, sometimes you guys, make my, my encounters seem really rough. A lot of times I roll it out, and just that's how it is.
We just need a different RNG. Different RNGs is the more positive one.
I mean, let's be honest. Out of what I just rolled, one of the worst possible outcomes you guys missed, so that's okay.
I'm switching over.
Okay.
Because someone spent a lot of time over the last week or into basically exploring what is available on the Sword Coast that you guys could potentially run into while traveling the path that you guys are traveling. And boy, are there some fucked up things. You guys should
Alright, I'm back.
go by the coast side. Did you know that somewhere along the coast, I'm not going to say exactly where, but underneath the ground is a giant city of undead?
Under the coast?
Yeah, somewhere along the coast.
Mhm.
Is it like a giant sandcastle city of the undead?
No, it's literally a giant cavernous city that a lich basically runs, and it is a giant city of undead, vampires, liches, necromancers,
Mhm.
basically the worst thing imaginable the party could run into.
Gotcha.
Like it would basically boil down to a party wipe. I honestly could not see a reason besides Daybork, maybe Vega getting out of it, and that's even maybe. Considering there's like a CR 20 something lich that works there.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Alright, we ready to go?
Yep.
Moose, you ready?
Yay.
Alright.
Okay. Bella.
Mhm.
Immediately you go through the portal, feel the sucking sensation as you're going through the portal, as that magic is pulling you from one space and time to another. And you immediately just get smacked with cold stinging rain, thunder in the air.
And stop. Just stop the carpet before like she falls too far.
Okay.
Yeah. And she just looks around for a day book.
He is right next to you.
Okay, now what do we do?
Oh, there they are. He points down, and you do see some dots on the ground.
Okay. We go down and meet him. Yes?
I mean, did you want to like pull a prank or something?
Not really.
Okay, I mean, I just give you the opportunity.
Vega's talking to the pet. It's like, so to shake yourself clean, you go like this, and you shake, and she just shakes her.
Hey.
Most
It's
times it
cheating
usually
ration.
works.
I don't have to be jumped, so
He just got Gayward just kind of looks at Croner, and Croner looks at him, and they both just go, in unison. And they shrug, and then he starts flapping his wings down. You guys are just sitting there. You shake the water. She gets splattered in the face. She just.
Oh yeah, don't do that near people or
Yeah.
dogs.
I was gonna say I'm gonna let Daybok be the one to get down first before Bella gets down.
She's like noted as she wipes the like dirty water just off her face, which doesn't really help because it's still raining. But as you guys are sitting there, you guys do hear massive flapping of wings.
I look towards the flapping.
Same.
You see Daebork descending from the sky.
Hey, Daybork.
Hello.
Everyone get home safe?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Have a Bella float down. Yeah.
So, how's the pet? Did she behave?
Vega, you been in charge of her?
Yep. She is doing great. Who's happy girl? And she pokes her one more time.
I am.
Just looks at Deborah with a big grin on her face.
Keep up her training. Make sure she's, potty trained and stuff.
Question: has she been sneezing? Because I imagine she's got a cold with all this rain.
Oh no, Daebork's been very sure to make sure that he dries her off just enough to
Okay.
where no permanent damage is had.
Okay.
She just feels miserable. She doesn't feel sick.
Okay.
So, how did they react to our babies?
It was good.
I mean, I gave him warning, so it wasn't like a big surprise or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Axon did almost try and eat the door, but it's okay. He didn't cause any major damage.
And plus, if anything does go south, we do have a team of great people, and if Zahar, let's be honest, that'd probably be the one who did it, goes a little too rogue, I have cautionary stuff in place.
Okay.
But no. Jack's good though.
Yeah, of course she is.
Yeah.
Judy smiles.
Yeah, she was a bit nervous jumping into the portal, but everyone's first jump is a bit nerve-wracking at times.
Yeah.
Oh, we did better than Chewie. Vega says.
I did perfectly fine.
Sure you
Vega
did.
imitates a barfing. Bleh.
I would never, and he just starts puking all over the lady. And
no, Chewie.
around her
Aw.
shoe and
Nah.
pant leg, and she just like turns her head away like.
I gently pat Chewie.
He starts licking it back up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Shall you lead the way, Bella?
Yeah, can do. Might be a bit hard with this rain, but I'll certainly give it a go.
Yeah, considering there is the rain, did you want to maybe give her a little bit of assistance?
I mean, we kind of ruled that I can't do that because it's a prolonged thing versus
To
like.
start it though,
Yeah, sure, okay.
because it has been a night of rain.
Sure, I'll do guidance then.
Okay, I'll do me perceptions.
So.
Gonna need it.
12. Yeah, D4.
I imagine it's just a straight 6 because I've already did before. That's a 1.
Why don't you just go ahead and stop doing the GM?
Yeah, I got that on my default fin. Yeah.
Or maybe a friend of ours could lend us a
N-
hand.
No, we should
Here's
save
where
that.
I'd like to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say save that because we used that far too quickly.
I mean, it's a new day, so
Reroll the
Also-
perception or reroll the
perception, obviously.
right? Or the D4.
Perception.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you meant to perception or D4.
Perception.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Do I keep the 4 or 1?
Yes, you keep the one.
Mhm.
It takes you a little bit. You gotta kind of have to sniff around and stuff like that. The rain's not making it easy. The Chewsworth sick on the lady's boot kind of, stings in your nose, but oddly enough, it seems to help drown out the rest of the smells. So you sniff around and you faintly pick it up. It's definitely heading north.
This way, guys. And trots ahead.
Okay.
Follows.
Follows with that.
Dayborg's gonna get on the carpet to continue studying.
Mhm.
Like, I'll be up here if you guys need me.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, have fun.
Cheers with his like, I'll be up here too. As he's standing at the front of the carpet, like he's leading a boat into war. But you guys progress. What are you guys doing besides all of this?
I'll be tracking, so track.
Lily's pretty much doing nothing.
Maybe just gonna keep a little bit of a lookout, just trying to keep herself occupied. Figuring she probably won't see much, but just looking around anyway.
Okay, give me a perception check. Okay. As you start progressing north, you start getting into the hills. After about 3 or 4 hours, you're starting to get towards like the baseline of the hills to the north. To the east, you do make out a herd of something moving north. I mean, no, I'm sorry, not north, south.
Mhm.
You do see it a distance away, maybe about 400 or 500 feet. There might be about 8 or 9 of these creatures, quadrupedal. You can't really make out this what they are because of the rain, the darkness.
Okay. I do say to the others, there's a herd of some creature up ahead. Just saying.
What kind of creature?
Quadruped, I can't exactly make out the details from here. So I kind of do like a bit of like a. If she could squint, she probably would. Just like,
Do I see any tracks heading in that direction other than the ones I've been mainly following?
You don't see any tracks.
Okay.
Or does she have
Or
her scent
sense.
go that way?
Yeah.
You have the scent's continuing up north.
Yeah, but I'm advised they've been like in between the smells, like, oh, like, there's a lot more of a thing. I don't know. I just want to know what kind of sense I'm picking up.
Faint scents here and there, some that you can identify. You're just kind of mostly focusing on the stinky dragon ones.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to try to divert some of your attention towards other stuff?
Oh, do yeah.
Okay.
See if I can pick up another scent.
Okay, give me a perception check, and that's going to slow the process down of traveling.
Okay. Ah, hello. Focusing on Dragon Run too much, I imagine.
Yeah, you catch onto a scent that you're like, wait, I was wrong. It's not this way, it's this way. And instead of going directly north, it's a little bit north west.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
feel so foolish. You've been leading your group the wrong way slightly. Let me update the token real quick, because it was over here, but you
Yeah.
realize that the direction this way was not right.
Yeah.
You gotta go this way.
Guys, this way. This way must be messing with my nose.
okay.
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 Mhm.
You guys continue through the hills. It does take a while. Process does slow
Mhm.
a little bit. You guys were heading to what seemed like a goat path, but Bella's taking you guys in a different direction. More to unclaimed, kind of just rougher hills. So it is a little bit slow going. But eventually, around midday-ish, a little bit after midday. It's kind of hard to tell with the rain. You guys kind of crest onto the top of the hills, and you guys see a very large kind of semi-valley of not fully valley. It's just you see it go down into like a deep forest.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So, did they go like around here, Bella, or? I can't imagine they went straight down.
Straight through.
That's the sun again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strong too. Stronger than you've smelt for most of the trip. You guys must be getting close.
I think we're getting close. I think they went this way.
Almost it by the smell,
Mhm.
like it previous what you could almost describe as something that may have passed through like a day or two ago.
Yeah.
Feels like it's hours
Yeah.
through. Like it's starting to get real fresh.
Yeah, they must have slowed down a lot too because it's getting super close. Yes.
Well, should we be stealthy about this? Or...
I imagine so. Yeah, if they're like right here.
Yeah, I would say stealth because if we're getting close, I would love to scout, but with how thick those woods look, I don't know if Carnery would be able to scout too much.
I mean, I can still scout ahead. And I'll come back this time so you guys won't get lost.
Considering I don't know what we're dealing with or anything like that, they could be spread out. They could have a camp.
Yeah, maybe we should all.
That's why I'm saying I will go scout ahead because, well,
What I'm saying is no scout. Probably maybe 30, 40 feet in front of the group
Yeah.
at most. I don't want anyone too far away, especially with what happened a couple nights ago or the other night.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be at least 30-foot distance. Cookie doesn't have to scout at all because Cookie will make noises. And I'll come back as soon as, I've just
You know,
seen
with
what I
30
see.
feet, we really don't have to come back, right? Like
You're kind of like in eyesight.
Fair enough.
okay.
Alright, let's get
Or
going.
just walks like 30 feet in front of you. Like this is 30 feet.
I thought Bella was going 30 foot away from the camp people. Again, this is me not understanding.
30 foot is 6 squares.
No, I wasn't understanding that you guys were going to be 30 foot between. I thought it was going to be Bella was going to be 30 foot between her and them. Again, I misunderstood.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So you guys want to move stealthy through here?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll them bones.
I will activate Pass Without Trace before we go in.
Okay.
Okay. So that's like stealth with advantage or whatever.
No, it has +10.
Oh, +10. Alright.
Nice. Bella got 38.
Nice.
You
That-
guys.
I got a
are,
19 on that.
preparing to like go to south, and you guys okay ready? And you guys look around. Bella's gone. Was Bella with you guys? Was she there at all?
If she wasn't here, where are we?
Who have we been following this whole time?
Because just to be clear, she just basically rolled a 38.
No, she did roll a
Yeah.
38. That's a 19 on there.
That's like godlike stat roll.
Oh
right
yeah.
Fucking rogues. Jesus.
I got 29.
Okay. Yeah. You guys literally lose track of Bella for a second. Bella, you stop and you're like, why aren't they following me? And you're like, hey, I'm over here, guys. And you guys just see a little bit of a paw, like pop out of like just like a little bit of grass. And you're like, oh, there she is.
I know. You see the twinkle of my dog tag.
No, they don't
Okay.
at all. Like
Nice.
it's only the paw. That's because you made some effort towards it. That's the only reason why they were able to see it. Like, as soon as you lower your paw, she disappears again. But you guys use the last known location of Bella to just be like, okay, she must be going this way.
Yep.
It's so bad that Daywork is going to have Carnery follow you. Like, you
Yep.
feel a little bit of weight on your back, Bella.
Okay.
Because he can't see you right now. You are invisible to Daybor.
Nice.
Okay, but you guys make your way down the hill. It's a pretty quick pace. You guys do gotta slow down on a couple of spots just because it's a little slick. But because of the hill and stuff like that, it's actually pretty easy to make your way down, even while being stealthy. Um, you guys make it to the base, and within 20-30 feet from the bottom of the hill, the woods and bushes start picking up. And Bella, that scent is getting close. You must be within a few hundred feet.
Can I discern what type of scent it is?
You've smelt it enough. Draconic, definitely.
Okay.
Think draconic.
Okay.
It's getting strong.
We must be getting close.
You say that to no one?
Well, I imagine she still feels a weight on her back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this. The ghost of Bella talking to the boat, the ghost of Carnery.
Yeah.
If there was someone next to these two having this conversation, no one would even know that they were there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just want to continue following through?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You guys begin to push through. Bella, you're going through bushes. There's some of them you have to go under, you have to go over. It's thick. It's such a thick forest that there are a few times where the rain isn't even hitting you. You know, like it's just complete canopy. And you're just kind of making your way through. First thing you notice is that smell is getting strong, and there's a sense of pungent decay as well starting to mix in. And you're starting to get the sense that you're probably within. It's hard to say because of the rain, but I would say 100 to 50 to 100 feet-ish, maybe.
Do I see my allies still back?
You look back and you do see them still behind you.
Hey, Connery, you still on my back? I'm gonna assume yes. Tell Daybrook that I smell decay. Does he want me to move forward?
Nothing.
I figured. She just waits, just pointer mode, waiting. Okay.
Okay. It's only a couple moment pause before you guys realize that Bella has stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we like see her now, or like is she still invisible?
You see just the barely notice that she's there. The only reason you guys even notice her is because you're aware of where she is.
Gotcha. What's wrong?
I smell dead stuff.
Gaborg starts creeping up to Bella.
Yeah, there's a scent of decay in the distance. I didn't know if you wanted me to go forward more in case there's dead fins.
Maybe the creature was eating or something.
Gaborg looks back to Vega and Cookie to have you guys come forward so you guys aren't whispering away.
Well, I assumed we were all right next to each other. That's why I assumed.
Okay, why? Gaborg crept up. I didn't think you guys were too. Okay, so you guys creep up. Okay. I need you guys all to give me one more stealth check.
Shall do.
How long does Pass Without a Trace last?
Goose.
Ouch.
Not sure that matters, but.
Oh, natural 1, natural 20 either side. If someone wants to use that fin now, that'd be nice.
Yeah, roll that again.
Thank you.
Should have been used before.
Lasts for an hour. For an hour.
Okay, that's better. 28.
Still one more to do. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Be interesting.
At least we got one natural one rather than two natural ones.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys kind of group up. Vega, as you kind of creep up towards Bella, you step on a stick.
No, the more stick.
And as soon as the stick cracks, there's a moment where it feels like the entire forest is moving around you guys. You hear the leaves and the ground beginning to shift and move in a way that you guys have never experienced. Vega, you are used to the forests. This is something that you've been in many times. You know all the woodland creatures that reside in it. You know all the things that can cause movement in the forest. You have never experienced anything like this. As a deathly chill falls over all of you, as you all look forward, um, I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Anyone, yeah.
Basically, it takes a natural 20 for most of any of you guys to get it. So, okay. Make sure. Did I get everyone? Yeah, I got everyone. Okay. You all immediately freeze in fear as you notice that a large portion of the greenery in front of you guys that you thought were bushes and other things all begins to move and coil around and look around, sniffing at the air. You see large, green, leathery wings, a large barbed tail, teeth the size of short swords, a bellowing rustling through the forest as you all see an ancient green dragon moving and looking around, aware of this disturbance in the forest. Sniffs around the air, looks around, above and past you all, looks north, and then you see its near 100-foot wingspan wings extend, reaching above the treetops, reaching with its front legs, grabbing on one side of a tree, on another side of the tree, lifting its front portion above the tree line. It lifts there, sitting for a moment. You hear it sniffing above the tree line. There's a momentary pause before all of the air picks up around you guys. All of you need to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or strength.
It's still the same for me, so. Oh, no.
Okay. Everyone falls on their ass, being pushed back. At least 10 feet. Cookie, you fly back a good 15, 20 feet as this gust of air pushes you. You smack into a tree. You're going to go ahead and take 12 damage as you
Ooh.
smack into a tree with a lot of force. As you guys hear this, the wings flapping, you see all of the canopies above you shaking and bristling, the ground still bellowing with the force of this creature as it seems to circle above you, all of you too scared, motionless, just in dread of fear. It makes one circle, two circles, 3 circles and starts heading east. You hear the wings getting fainter and fainter.
So, question: it's gone, right?
Yes, seems
Okay.
to have left.
Another question: are we still scared?
Are any of you guys trying to overcome this fear currently?
Because there's a spell I can do. Remember?
I'm going to say it's going to take you a moment to recover from what just happened.
Okay.
Especially with you getting knocked back as
That
a
is true. Yeah.
I would say once it's gone completely out of view, Bella will just try and start breathing like, okay, wasn't this way? Oh. You know, careful breathing exercises.
And you just hear a whimpering female cry coming from behind you guys, and the immediate smell of piss and shit.
That's a very action. Vega
Yeah.
says very action. Vega just tries to lay on her back, just.
I was gonna say, is that a scent that we're familiar with, or is that a female
It's a
pet?
new one. You haven't quite experienced this one, but yes, you look back and it is your prisoner, who is white as, I mean, Chewsworth mustache and day works clean as fur.
Okay. I take it that wasn't with you, was it?
That was not all the creeping death. And this is the forest of worms. You maniacs, get me out of here right now. She is frozen. She cannot move.
I think we may have to agree with the pet. Let's go. Let's go. Please.
Let's get out of here. Yeah.
Please.
Where are you guys going?
Not here.
You're not here. Yeah.
Bella will just start going the opposite direction from where the beastie went. So if it went to the road to east, she'll be running towards the west.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys watch as Bella just starts heading west.
Oh, we should just get out the way we came.
Can you cast a spell on her, please?
Yeah, it does it. So we're all calm down.
Okay.
Go ahead and, are you doing everyone? I think you need to cast.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll cast it real quick. It's an area expect.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, 60 feet. Or 40-foot radius, but yeah.
Oh, must make a charisma saving throw.
I will
Okay, choose a fail.
say, I will say that you're probably gonna have to cast it twice because she just ran off and the pet was behind you guys quite a
I
few.
mean, I could really care about the pet.
Okay. It's still Bella ran off, and one full movement of hers is what?
5 foot.
40 foot.
Okay,
so-
I'll cast it twice. Jesus.
I just, sorry, man. To be fair in spell consumption. Yeah. So you guys, are you choosing to fail, everyone?
Yeah,
Yay.
I'll choose the fail.
Okay. You guys
Everyone
have
calms
calmed
down.
Still that primal fear is still in the back of your brain of literally seeing the first ancient dragon of your guys' life.
Yeah.
It does not compare to the adults at all that you guys have saw or anything else. It makes your babies look like goddamn kobold babies. Like, it was disgustingly scary. And at this moment, Dayborg looks toward you guys and he's like, that was an ancient worm, or a great worm. And he just goes by a tree and starts puking.
Cookie's like, I imagine she was shaking while she was casting the spell.
Probably.
Like, yeah. But,
Holy
she
symbol
kinda,
just like against
Yeah.
your armor in your hands.
Yeah, those two scents must have mixed up.
Yeah,
Definitely
Bella, I
strong.
think you got to twist a little bit.
Yeah.
To be fair, that big
No, let's
beastie.
get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, notice
Let's-
big
Just
beastie
to-
had a stronger scent.
Just to let you guys know that, like, there's that is so old and so powerful. Like when it comes to great worms, there are only like so many that are even exist in the world, and we just ran into one.
Yeah.
Couldn't cheese that.
Ah,
Pegasus.
what'd you say?
Couldn't cheese that.
Ah, oh, oh,
Eh,
oh.
They go wild shaped into a chicken.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
It goes the other way.
Yeah.
okay, everyone, if we're gonna move, it might be a little slow, but Bella,
Yeah.
what's what direction was it heading before you caught this other scent?
North.
Okay, you guys want to head north out of this forest or northeast?
Well, to counteract the northwest we went, we need to go northeast. But that big beast ran east.
I mean, as long as we go mostly north, I think we should be good.
Yeah, and let's just get out of the forest as soon as possible.
Yeah, let's move quick, cause I is
Yeah. Pretty sure that gust of wind, as she kind of chucks her, armor, was a warning.
uh,
I don't think they could win that fight. No offense,
that's
Daybok.
not a fight. That's not a fight, okay? That would be death.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Okay? Group rule, guys. I may talk shit about a lot of dragons that we have faced. That is not a dragon. That is not a dragon. That is
All right, keep your voice down. Keep down. Voice down.
like he's kind of dry heaving like a little bit. Carnery's like patting him on his back.
Pegasus patting him as a chicken.
Chewsworth is like, I don't know what the problem is. And there's just vomit all around his mustache. And a little bit of brown on his bottom. And Daybor immediately just starts moving north as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
You guys get about 75 feet north before you guys realize what that other smell was. There is a putrid looking carcass. Crazy part about it, I'll give this one to Vega for free. Vega, this creature does not look like it's been dead long for part of its body. Half of this creature looks like it's gone through a state of decay or entropy that you've never seen before, but parts of it does look a lot fresher. It's not melted like acid. Something affected this creature in an unholy, ungodly way that you honestly don't want to stick around to find out.
Vega's just chicken walking away from it. Just
It looks like a large. It's kind of hard to tell because the top half of it is real messed up, bloated, and nasty looking. It does look to be some very large quadrupedal mammal of some type. It's hard to tell with the state the upper part of its body is in.
okay.
You guys just continue heading north.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Even at a quickened pace, it is difficult to get through this forest, even with your guys' fear behind you. It is gonna take the better part of the day. Evening is starting to roll around by the time you guys get towards the end of the forest. Still raining. Dark time is there. And you guys do see a river in front of you. About 50, about where you guys are at, about 50, 75 feet away from the edge of the woods.
Okay. Well, trust me. Like, we're not camping in the woods.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not camping anywhere near the woods.
Yeah.
Well, Bella, do you think you could try seeing if you can catch the scent again?
I mean,
So we know
I'll
what direction.
give it
I
a
mean, I know.
go. Okay.
I'll give you some assistance with catching it at first.
Yeah, I don't want to smell the big fin again.
Well, maybe we could have a short rest real quick before you try to track it down.
Well, let's get out of the forest first,
Yeah,
and then
it would take me some time to actually get the sense.
yeah.
Yeah. I wish to be doubly sure.
So how about this? While we're traveling, Chooseworth takes a short rest.
Well, Chooseworth would like to do that before the perception. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah.
Never mind. Nope. Too late.
Yeah.
Because
I was gonna take
Trying to get
extra.
his-
I was gonna take extra time to make sure I got the rights in.
Yeah, he was just. You gotta remember, he was gonna regain his faithful
Yeah.
friend again.
No, I'll let him do that. Like I will
It's
take
too
the
late.
extra time. No, that's what I was gonna do though.
No, because you also can't sit here and constantly re-roll something and play
I
the
wasn't.
odds.
I wasn't re-rolling it though. I was just
Well,
gonna.
you were asking to is the thing.
No, I wasn't asking to. I was just gonna
I'm
make sure
gonna
I
try
got
it
a
a few
sense.
times to make sure I get the right scent. AKA, I'm gonna roll it a couple times until it's good.
That's not what I meant. Okay.
Okay.
I was just RP
Um,
RPing it.
Besides the strong draconic sense
Yeah.
that you're getting from the south,
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say even with the D4, I don't think that would help.
That's fair. I'll still roll a d4 anyway.
Okay.
So you guys have a river ahead of you guys. Forest
Like I
here.
said, yeah, crossing the river.
This river, it is swelled up a little bit,
Mhm.
because of the rain. It is a good 25, 30 feet across.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll cross the river. We'll use the what do you call it? Magic flying carpet to just ferry people across.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can easily do that. Take like 2 turns.
Yeah.
Magic carpets. Great way to just eliminate any type of ground trap.
Pretty much.
Are you guys doing this stealthily? Or are you guys just flying willy-nilly after you saw a great worm?
I imagine we're like flying close to the ground, kinda.
Okay.
Well, I imagine with a
Um,
grey worm, it doesn't matter if we roll south as a grey worm, it's gonna probably still see.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't see you this time, guys. Uh, little to anyone's surprise, it rolled a 1 on its perception.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh wow, that was interesting. I had a whole idea for like a scary anyways. Yeah, so you guys take a moment to cross the water.
Mhm.
As you guys are crossing, you guys do notice that there seems to be some life swimming in the water.
Okay.
Do you try to go look?
No.
Okay. But you guys are now across the river.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now that I assume we're a good distance away from the forest at this point.
You guys are maybe like 200 feet away from it,
Okay.
ish.
And Bella, you haven't caught any new scents, right?
I imagine not.
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
You just have that still strong draconic smell coming from the south.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to take a break here, or call it a night, or do you want to try to continue in this kind of direction? I'm not sure I like flying blind personally.
You pet, what do you know about that great worm we just saw? Besides the fact that she refuses to participate or assist our calls, not much else. Only that she is referred to as the Creeping Death and is someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. That's a lot of fucking useful information. Do you know if she's an arcane practitioner? And you just watch the lady shrug her shoulders. I can make the dome. Let's just hope she can't dispel magic.
Well, I'm worried about that. Do you guys want to go a bit further until we at least get some cover?
I mean,
I, s-
looking around,
I still
you guys are
think
kind of,
there's a.
just to put it into perspective, you guys are basically on this side of the river right here.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, so it's like open land, kinda.
Kind of. You guys got, like, there's, the map doesn't really do it justice, but there are a lot of, like, little creeks and rivers running through
Mhm.
this space. It's definitely an area where it looks like, like a lot of the waters from all the various mountains and stuff kind of comes through this area.
Okay. Well,
So the ground's really wet. There are areas where it's, like pretty not dry because of the rain, but not like completely swampy.
mhm.
But it's a lot of just water and empty space.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, let's just make camp then.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't think we can find meaningful shelter.
I
in
mean,
this kind
there
of
is
area.
no meaningful shelter of that, creepy. Let's just say I'm pretty sure it could find us if it wanted to.
True.
Actually, I got an idea, and this might sound a little silly, but we could potentially do it.
But,
Well, we have a whole bunch of wet dirt right here, right?
yeah.
Couldn't one of us move some of that dirt, and then I could cast the bubble, and then move the dirt on top of the bubble, so then we're basically in a hole for the night?
Can we? Looks to Vega.
Dirt wouldn't go through the bubble, Vega says?
Nope.
I think I could do that. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's try that.
Okay. Might be a little wet, but, wet is better than food, as he looks
Yeah.
towards the east.
Wet food. Oh, wet food.
Wet food. I remember a wet food recipe my master used to make. Oh, it was so good.
Alright.
So you guys just kind of watch as over the next, I want to say like maybe 15 or 20 minutes, using a little bit of help from like Chooseworth and Daywork to like kind of loosen stuff up where it's needed, mold earth and stuff like that to just kind of make like a little bit of a hole, like 15 or so feet, across, like about 10 feet deep. And then Dayborg begins to start to do the inscription on the ground, and he's like, "Okay, everyone in."
So,
Mhm.
And he's like, "Okay, just Vega, just take your hand out and just start moving the dirt back on top."
Vega?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
sits there.
Yeah,
Just
Vega
stares.
sticks
Like,
a paw out of the bubble, just using her paw to move some dirt around. She is casting mold earth.
okay, yep. You do so, and the light quickly starts to fade as the dirt kind of encompasses the entire bubble. You guys can see, but even with your guys' dark vision, it's rough. Like, it is dark, dark. Like, you guys can make out the stuff. Your pet is just kind of sitting there, like, just up against the corner, just like blank staring because she can't see anything.
Hey, Dayborg, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we good on air?
He looks over at the thing.
They're literally probably like a tumbleweed in the bubble.
I mean,
I guess we can make a hole?
yeah, just like a small little hole on the top, like at the very
Yeah.
top part. Like, it only has to be a couple inches.
Okay. She pulls the ball back up and just
Yeah,
divides the
Just
dirt
like
a
at the
little
very
bit.
top of the bubble, there's like just a couple inch, like just wide, like a couple inch deep hole on top of it.
Just making sure. Vega says that she like puts an air.
What
hole
if that
in
was
there.
how our party died? We literally buried ourselves alive. Oh,
But
my God.
realistically, with that much dirt, it should allow, like, because of the rain and stuff like that, there should be enough air to be able to. But just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, just on the safe side.
We've been here for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they were curled up and goes to bed. Chooseworth does the same. And
Mhm.
the lady's just kind of sitting there against the wall of the bubble, just kind of sitting and staring because she has no fucking clue what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Cookie goes to bed.
Yeah, Bella naps.
This is one way to make sure that your guys' prisoner doesn't do anything. Because even if she did something, she would just get buried alive with you.
Pretty
Kill the
much.
cluster. Oh, the bubble disappears. Oh shit! Now I'm buried alive.
Yeah, they're gonna say it to the pet. It's like, you want to come cuddle with us and be warm, or do you want to be cold over there and pouty? Hmm. Hmm.
She just stays in silence and just you see her like lay on her side and just face away from the group.
Okay, you. She just lays with the group.
Okay, you guys have a surprisingly pretty good nap. Because of the enclosed area, like there's a little pocket of heat that builds up in here, so you guys aren't like freezing or anything like that. You guys can hear the gentle rain. Um, there is at one point you guys may wake up to slight whimpering, but you guys are able to get back to sleep. It was day work. He was sitting up and shivering.
You said shivering?
Yep.
You okay there, Davork?
Yeah, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Was one there, Foofy?
Just go back to sleep.
Come on.
Just go back to sleep.
I'll go back to sleep once you tell me.
30 in the morning.
What?
30 in the morning.
Lily's just got that just confused face like she has no idea what you just said.
She's gonna sleep. I'll tell you in the morning.
Okay.
You can just see Coronary like patting him on his head.
Bella goes to sleep, but she goes to sleep in the day book.
Eventually morning comes to you guys.
Yeah.
Dayborg is passed out snoring.
There you go, wake up.
You wake up.
Yeah, but you're the one that's to open the door, or roof, whatever.
Okay, fine. Paul, like Paul did the thing. Like earthbending.
You just kind of like put your hand around the bubble, and almost like you're a giant magical squeegee. You just start like moving the dirt off the top of it. You guys do see a little bit of light. It's still raining. There's still a lot of like gray skies, but there is a little bit of light from the morning. And with that, Daywork starts waking up.
Hey, day book.
Oh, okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
You okay?
It came back last night. Let's go.
Okay.
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 Let's get out of here.
Yeah. No hesitation, just flees.
Yep.
Yeah, because Daywork apparated her outside, and yeah,
Mhm.
it would have definitely come back just to double check on stuff.
Okay, we leave quickly.
Yep, very quickly.
Mhm.
Okay, Bella, smell. Go.
Sniff, sniff,
Yep.
sniff.
Guidance again.
Mhm. Ooh.
Okay.
Adam.
Chooseworth is gonna use friend, faithful friend.
Okay. So 3 plus.
God damn it. There you go. Assistance.
I kind of want to say leave that, but I'll leave that up to Vega.
Vega.
Come on, we gotta have our tracker being lost.
No, you roll that again.
Okay.
Wasting it. It's already early in the morning.
You guys
Okay.
get it back on a short rest.
Yeah,
I don't know why you guys are so adamant about like trying to save it.
I know. Thank
There we
God.
go.
There you go.
Okay, 20.
20.
Literally exactly what you needed.
Okay.
As you guys are like eating breakfast and stuff like that, you just can't get over that smell. It's just like that smell of that decay from the body, that dragon. Like you can smell the power coming off of it. That just ancientness. And that entire forest to the south just reeks of it. But also being inspired by that fear, you're like, no, I gotta fucking find this way out of here. Like, we gotta progress. We gotta we gotta get the fuck out of here. And as you're like kind of speeding and panicking, like you're just pacing back and forth, you like, it's very faint, but it's stinky dragon, but not super stinky dragon, just normal stinky dragon.
Guys, this way quickly.
All right.
Please.
We're gonna double time it actually this time because we have like less people now, that kind of thing.
Okay.
We're just kind of booking it because we gotta catch up.
Bella books it much faster.
Daybork is gonna be like, hey, why don't someone turn into like a fast-moving animal so a couple of us can ride on it, and some of us could ride on the carpet, and like really speed this up.
Yeah, why doesn't someone do that? Looks to Vega.
Who's taking the pet?
I can take the pet on the carpet. That way, if she tries anything, I can just flip it over.
I can run super fast, so you just need to carry Cookie. Unless you can transform something into that's faster than me.
Got it. Anything.
Yeah, pick it as fast as possible, then carry the most people. I'd say.
Realistically, your fastest mode of transportation would only be able to carry one person, so, and I think it would actually match pace.
Bella's
No.
dash? Would it?
Bella would actually be faster because
Yes.
you can bonus action dash.
Yes, I can
Yeah,
bonus
you have
action
not a
dash.
single entity that is faster than Bella.
Yes. So what, bonus action dash, then another action dash like 160, is there?
You're the fastest thing in the party right now.
Yes.
Gotta go fast.
She's my little black mass.
Okay, so Chewie's going with the carpet, or is he going with?
Yeah, he's going carpet. It's gonna be him, Daybork, and the lady on the carpet.
So realistically, you just need one person then
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, and Vega can carry Cookie, and Bella will just be Bella.
Better
Yep.
will be Sonic Dog.
Yep.
Okay, this will pick up the pace, sort of, because you pick up the trail going east. So you guys start heading over there. Gets a little weird because you guys have to deal with a lot of the creeks and stuff like that. For Daywork, Chooseworth, and the pet, it's easy since they're flying, but there are a few creeks and stuff like that that you guys have to pause to be like, okay, get it across. So you guys are able to speed up on the stuff that you guys can. And you guys begin heading north, east, north.
Okay.
So you guys are heading mostly in this direction.
Okay.
I'll say it gets to about there.
Mhm.
And it's afternoon. Bella, I need you to roll one last check, and I will say that I will say Vega, you have not had a chance, but Chooseworth definitely could have gotten a short rest.
I will tap for
Okay.
guidance.
Short rest wasn't needed.
21.
Okay. As you get over to here, you do notice that the trail's definitely heading more northish here. It's mostly east because like you were going towards the closest point to you. But now since you've got the trail again, you can tell that they were heading basically in this direction. And the trail continues all the way through. During this day, as you guys are going quick, is there anything that any of you guys would like to be taken care of?
Imagine apart
Yay.
from Bella.
Onward. Vega,
Okay.
onward.
You guys continue forward, and the land starts getting wetter and wetter and wetter. It gets to the point where you, Vega, in your horse form, cannot proceed. It's getting to the point where when you put your foot into the ground with your hoofs, it's just like going straight in.
So it's becoming more water than anything.
It's becoming more swamp and marsh. And it looks like going forward, there is a lot of greenery going up forward. It looks like there is a thicket forward, and at this point, it is starting to get towards evening time.
Okay.
So as you guys, find a little area that's somewhat dry,
Mhm.
Dayborg is going to suggest that you guys do the same, cheap trick again.
Mhm.
To just stay underground, taking advantage of the wetness.
Okay.
And as you guys are preparing for the last day of the journey, before getting into the swamps, we're gonna end it there for the evening.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty. We shall see everybody on Sunday.
Yes.
Uh,
Dun, 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 dun.